Hello and welcome to Season Sisters. I'm Autumn.
I'm Summer.
Yeah, and this is my favorite episode of Pounders.
Yeah, I will say, and not to start a sister fight here, but it's only interesting really with Tammy. Like the rest of it's kind of like, okay, they did that.
Yeah, but the fights are so good in this episode.
But
so
I think it's all because Amanda. If Amanda and Tammy hadn't been here together and both of them just like ready to like burn bridges and fight, it wouldn't have been that good because no one else fought with Tammy the way Amanda does.
This is why I love Amanda. Amanda takes no shits at all.
She got drama, and just so
everybody knows, she takes no shit. She gives no shit. Nope, like it's perfect.
She got zero cares. But I do have some mullet time before we get started, and this is your favorite episode, so I have a lot of mullet time. So be prepared, people. This is going to take a while. So we have comments on our Disney episode. If you haven't listened to that, go listen to that because I'm trying to convince Audie to let me do another one. I have no clue what we're going to talk about. It doesn't matter. We'll figure something out. But doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. But Amanda K. Johnson 5 days ago said to do another one. Love that, Amanda. Thank you so much.
Amanda, are you trolling or are you being serious?
She's not trolling.
And give Summer some ideas because I don't know what we would even cover.
I, to be fair, came up with 3 ideas, and my sister said no to all 3. She's like, I'm not doing that. We're not doing that either.
We're not. Well, one of them's not possible because one of them is you just want to play your game.
I love my game so much
because we can't play copyrighted music.
Yeah, I've already figured out how to do this though. We play the game, and then we post a link to a Spotify playlist that we make that plays the game.
No, and also no one else would. That is a weird game. Okay. And you can get me to cut this if you want, but this is a game that you created because you're terrified of having conversations with people. So you made up this game so you never have to.
I'm not even arguing with you, but it's so much fun and no one plays with me unless I'm like, we should play this game.
And sometimes you have to know very niche things about Disney to be able to make it work at all.
You're getting me so wet right now. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm so ready now. Let's go.
All right, no, that was a terrible idea. We'll have to think of something else. But right now, no.
Or no. I have, like I mentioned in the last podcast, at least 4 to 17 billion Disney games.
Yeah, but that's no. Okay, all right. We're workshopping, but I'm not interested.
That's so mean.
It's not mean. I think that if we have like I don't know. I just don't think that it makes sense for this particular channel. Like if we made a new podcast that is just about Disney news, I just don't want to fill our feed with from where we talk about fat people, 1,000 Pound Sisters, to randomly Disney news. Here's all the food booths at Food and Wine Festival this year. No, it doesn't make any sense. I don't want
to do that, but I could tier list a lot of stuff. You remember watch that one guy tier list rides that one night?
That was fun.
I could tier list the heck out of some snacks.
Yeah, but not
Disney.
On this channel.
I can do what I want. I'm just kidding.
You can't. I mean, it's our channel. She doesn't know how to log in.
I don't know how to log in. I can't even be like, okay, guys, this is a sneaky Disney one, and I'm gonna just post it. Audie will have no idea, and let's go.
Put it on our Instagram. I never check our Instagram, so
yeah, I don't either though, because I'm the worst.
That is literally your one job.
I know, and I'm so bad at it. But that was one comment. I have other comments.
Okay, go for it.
CJ McKay also commented on the Disney podcast, and I'm just going to read this whole thing because if you don't know, CJ McKay is our brother, so he does get bullied a lot. So if you see downvoted comments, that's because that's our brother. So our brother, we were talking about Audie's weird feet, and it says, so I feel like I need to defend myself. Autumn doesn't wear shoes when she doesn't have to. When I pulled into the beach house, Autumn came down the stairs to greet me. Now, if you haven't figured out by now, she is as pale as a ghost. So when I see her ghostly toes in my eye line and see that she's shedding skin like a snake, that's why the first thing out of my mouth is, what is wrong with your feet? Hopefully I have pled my case to the jury. So what our brother is saying is it's not necessarily that he likes feet. It's that Audie's feet are so weird and creepy, and
They are not weird
he
or
just had to
creepy.
mention it.
I mistimed my foot peel for the beach. Okay. So my feet were still slothing stuff off. But to me, I think I'm not convinced he doesn't have a thing for feet, but he is making a very valid case that it would be the first thing he notices.
I mean,
So
but he does make it sound also like she just has weird feet.
I do not have weird feet. I have really pretty feet. So you need to shut up. I've
I
got great feet.
I have grandma's feet, so I have weird feet. All my toes curl in. It's
You
weird.
have little bitty teeny because you wear shoes that are too small for you because
No, I
that's
don't.
just yes you do, you 100% do, and you always have, because grandma would take you shoe shopping, and grandma's from the generation where small feet meant beautiful or whatever, so you've always worn shoes that are too small, so now your toes are curled in where they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, but I don't have ugly feet. Or not ugly feet. Weird feet
I don't
that
have
crack.
ugly feet. Girl, I don't have weird feet.
don't
Now
have
I'm gonna
snaky
post a
skin
picture
feet.
of my freaking feet because they're not weird feet. These are feet that people would pay to see.
Oh, I know.
So,
I already post them. Make $3
yeah.
last month.
$3. That's amazing. I do not have weird feet. I do have pale feet. I do not go outside. They are
She
pale.
does not.
I am
She does not.
ghostly white.
But I do have a whole gallery folder on my phone called Feet Finder. So
yeah,
and
we had
there's
to take a lot of foot pics when our dad had just had quadruple bypass because that was something we had to look out for, was his feet.
yep.
And then our grandpa's also had foot problems, or like the same sort of thing, like heart issues that are causing foot problems. So like
Yep.
Summer has an entire folder of just foot pics.
I have a picture when Jacob dropped a hammer on his toe too. That picture's
Oh
in Foot
yeah, I
Finder.
have that in my phone too. I
Yeah,
have a
and
folder
then
called injuries.
there's a random picture of you at mom and dad's house, and there's just a random foot pic.
Yeah. Why not? Like I
'Cause
said,
that's
like,
just
okay, I forgot to mention this on the Disney podcast. Like I told you guys that bug bit my toe, and I forgot to follow up on what happened because that ended up being the worst bite ever. So it ended up being like a bug bite, and whatever he was caused me to like whelp. Like I had like horrible like hives where everywhere he bit me that itched really bad. And then so it was on my big toe. And by the end of our last night, where Summer and I had walked like 20,000 steps or whatever,
it was a
it
lot.
had
That was a
a
big day.
blister on top of the whelp. So it was like an itchy bug bite that was making my skin like really tight, and then a blister on top of it like a unicorn. And I did
But
send my brother that photo unsolicited.
but also, guys, don't worry about it. She did not kill the bug, so she is a lady.
I didn't. He got away. I did pop the blister in the car though, and it did not
Yeah,
help. It made it worse.
was
And
gross.
like it's healed up now, but like I think it might scar for a while. It's pretty bad. Yeah. Anyway, I don't have weird feet. Don't you dare say that. The
Weird
filthiest person I've ever met.
Filthiest person she's
I
ever known, but I can't say she has weird feet. Okay. And then I hope I say this right. I'm so sorry if I don't. M. Schindler? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Schindler.
Okay. Yeah. Was letting me know Amazon makes a personal fan that goes around your neck. Might help for the warehouse. My daughter uses one to walk the very hot, muggy LSU campus in Baton Rouge.
That's a good idea.
So here's the thing. I have that. and a neck and like a fan on a cord that I
Why
have
are you
had
taking them?
I don't know. I didn't even think about it until we got this comment. And I do appreciate that because I have them in my Disney stuff and I never take them to Disney either. But
you should take them to work because it's so
yeah. But
hot
when I
back
saw
there.
this comment, I was like, "Oh my god, that is genius!" And I don't know why I never thought of that. I
you
feel
need to
so
do that
stupid.
this week and see if it helps.
Yeah, well, and this week is supposed to be cooler, but yeah, I was like, "Oh my god!" So I took them out of my Disney suitcase, and I have my neck fan, like the little circle one, like you have. I have it charging. So thank you for that. Hopefully, if I have to record again this week for a Disney podcast, I won't be so terrible because it's scary that I work 8 hours and don't have to pee at all. So I feel like I'm probably
that
super
means your
dehydrated.
that means your body is sweating a lot.
But on the positive, I'm drinking a lot of water, so which
that is crazy for you.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water and don't pee all day, so it's probably not good. But yeah,
that's how I get like when I'm at Disney. Yeah, because it's just so hot and you need it that there's no pee.
I don't want to start this fight again. I don't get that hot at Disney, but
Oh my God.
I know. I do
How
in
do
the
you not
warehouse.
get that? Like, I literally, yeah, now you work at a warehouse, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you've always gone outside more than me. Well, in adulthood for sure. Like, you've always
Yeah.
like run around. So I think I will say that there's that one feeling like when you leave an air conditioned building and you step outside in the summer heat, it feels so good for about like 15 seconds.
Oh,
And
I
then
do
I'm
have a
like, oh,
question.
now I want to die. What?
Randomly on the same on the same level of this. So I was talking to mom and dad last night, and we've been to like San Antonio and Dallas and places like that, when we
Yeah,
were kids. I think there's a base down there. I don't know why was there a base in San Antonio? I
there
don't know.
has to be because we went there all the time.
Yeah, I feel like there's one somewhere. But we were talking about it, and mom and dad said they prefer the Texas heat than the Florida heat. So
Yeah,
what
because
is
it's
your take?
dry.
Oh my god. No, because I was like, no,
100%.
I prefer Florida heat.
No,
100%.
the problem is like if I'm hot in Texas, then I'm dry. Like it is hot and unbelievably hot, but I'm dry. But if it's the same temperature in Florida, it feels like someone has also spit on me and I'm soaking wet and there is no like I don't know. It seems like my body can handle a hot dry way better than a muggy. I do
See,
not do good with muggy.
that's what mom and dad said too, and I was like, no, I prefer Florida heat because my hair
That's why
looks
your bed is
better.
humid. It's
It's my
because you
hair looks.
sleep in humid.
I love I love Florida heat. I was like, well, because it this is
Because your
just
hair
random.
curls in the
Yeah,
mug.
my
Yeah.
hair. Well, because and on July 1st, a new park is opening in Frisco, Texas, in and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so
What
much
park?
fun. A Universal Kids Park.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
So I watched some videos about it. It's not open yet, so there's not really a lot. Jackie from Super Enthused did get a
Yes, that's
preview.
where she's been. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to watch that. But we were talking about it, and mom and dad refused to go back to Florida and go back to Disney in the summer. And they were like, well, where would you
Same.
rather go, to this Frisco park or Disney? I was like, well, I would always go to Disney over anything. And they're like, well, but the heat's better in Texas. It's going to be the same degrees, but better. I was like,
Oh,
no,
well, like
Florida
if you were
all the
like,
way.
you can go to Texas or you can go to Walt Disney World, I will always choose Walt Disney World regardless of the season. But
But
I would rather have
that dry heat
breeze
from Florida
and
or
dry
from
heat. So
no, see, no, I think you're wrong.
no, I'm not wrong, but that's fine.
but
I
I'm
like I
wondering
said,
if
guys, she's a reptile. She
yeah,
likes heat and she
probably.
likes moisture.
Yeah,
So
because I was thinking, I think that's one reason why the warehouse is so terrible, because it is so hot and there is
so you need to
fans
add like a
on.
humidifier back there so
Yeah,
that
like if
it's like a tropical rainforest for
if
you.
someone would randomly come by and spritz me in the face, I would probably be ecstatic. I'd be like, oh, thank
You
you.
just need a misting machine back there. Like
Yeah,
literally, I just picture like, watching Snake Discovery or whatever, you're definitely one of those ones that needs to have like the really thick moss like a snake. Like
yes,
you're a high
yeah,
humidity snake.
yeah, I love it. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I am gonna try that. I work tomorrow and Wednesday in the back, so I am gonna try that, and I'll let y'all know next week how that goes, because I am excited about it, because I'm so dumb, and I'm not dumb, but it takes somebody
Mm-mm.
pointing out something that's like, oh my god, I have that. That might
Well, you
help.
always make fun of me for it, so
I
maybe you
do.
just never thought about it. Oh.
That's true, because I think they look ridiculous, but
They do, but I mean, they help so
yeah.
much.
So I'm definitely gonna
Also,
try that, and if it works for her, and she's in
Baton
Baton
Rouge.
Rouge trying to run,
Yeah.
yeah, I should be good. But it's just also a muggy heat, which is better than a dry heat.
Yeah.
Just saying. But that's
So
just
weird.
me.
God.
Me being a lizard, apparently. And then our last comment is from Ellen. And I'm really sorry,
Yeah.
Ellen.
I
But
feel
anyway,
like this is both of our faults.
yeah, so Ellen said, Summer, your audio, my ears, what did we do to deserve this? Also, how can we see pictures of the cat? I need to see them. So I just took a picture of Jody. I'm gonna post on Instagram so y'all can see her. I am so sorry. Like, Jody would just not calm down last week, and we decided to move the
Jody,
pop filter. And
yeah,
then
Jody likes to walk between the two. Like she walks
yeah,
between Summer's pop filter and her mic just back and forth the whole time we're recording. And so I was like, well, just take your pop filter down. So this is on me. I was like, take your pop filter down and maybe she'll stop walking between it, which did work.
Yeah, she
But
stopped walking between it because it wasn't an
she
option.
stopped walking between it. But then Summer, now that she didn't have the pop filter in her way, brought her mic all the way to her mouth. And I knew she was loud for me. And for some reason, I didn't think to stop her and make her move her mic back. I just turned her down in my headphones, which was my mistake. So I apologize. I apologize. Whoops.
I feel like, so now y'all know. So Ellen, here's your, now you know that when Audie says that I'm loud, you can be like, no, Summer's so quiet all the time. Because I know that's what you are griping about, because I'm so quiet. You just can't hear me.
Because she's so quiet that you could barely hear her, because she's just a dainty little flower.
I'm just a
and
dainty
she'll try
little
to speak
girl.
up.
Yeah, I don't talk very loud. So I'm so
just
sorry.
A girl.
Because when we saw that, like, because Audie let me know about it, and I was like, oh no, I didn't even think about that. But you're probably 1,000% right. But also, I'm going to choose to believe that this is Summer, your audio, my ears. Like, what do we do to deserve this? I can't hear you properly, I'm sure, right? For sure.
Not that you blew out Ellen's ears.
I'm so sorry. I owe people like earbuds now. Car stereos are doing that twangy like thing.
We're going to have to get like an insurance claim or something for Ellen.
I'm so sorry. I'm such a loud, and it's so funny because I was like, I'm so loud. That's not surprising. I feel like I can sit across the room and do this sometimes. So I do apologize. She has already left me. Jody was on the desk, and then I put her down, and she is gone now. So hopefully she's going to go sleep with her father.
This is going to be a long one, and we're going to have to do it in 2 parts, because I have about an hour, a little bit over an hour before I have to pause. So it's gonna be in one episode for y'all. Y'all won't know, but I'll tell you anyway.
Y'all will never notice because we're so seamless with our transitions. I'm sure no one will know.
They're perfect. But we're gonna need to get into this because I have 8 pages of notes. This took me like 2 hours to transcribe this episode. It was a long one.
Oh my gosh, did it really?
I love this episode.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Read the thing. Let's go.
Oh, hold on. I had to move it because I had to read all my beautiful comments. Smoky Mountain Meltdown, Season 3, Episode 9. The family vacation starts off terribly when Tammy refuses to enter the cabin and Chris hopes he's lost enough weight to fulfill a lifelong dream. Why could I not read that last bit of that sentence?
Because you haven't had enough caffeine and chocolate this morning.
I got a Whataburger medium, which is basically a kid's pool of Dr. Pepper. Like, I don't understand Whataburgers. Like, I was like, I'll just take a medium. It's like, geez.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like we had weather last night. So Summer's on like 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So she might lose it. We'll see what happens.
I have to go to the post office after we get done here. And then you have a thing. So yeah, we're doing a lot.
Well, I guess are you going to be, because I'll be back on by noon to finish this up.
Oh yeah, I'll be available then.
Okay, good. All right, so let's get into it. So this is so fun. So we open with Tammy just sitting in the van, and Misty is asking her like, what's wrong? And Amanda's with them. Like, Amanda's standing outside the van too. And Amanda, like, Tammy, I don't think Tammy's actually crying, and I will say that this entire time there are no tears. No tears at all.
She's faking it.
But she's faking it, and Amanda's like, there's no reason to be upset. Like, all voices about trying to be comforting, right? And then Tammy says, I just want to go home. And Amanda says, well, we are home for the next week. And then Tammy says, I didn't want to come up here. So
nope.
This is where everything, not true at all. Not true at all.
Nope.
Amy says that the cabin is only 6.5 hours away from their home, but the drive turned into 12 because of the bathroom breaks and the car overheating from last week. And so she just wants to go to bed, but now Tammy is throwing a tantrum.
Can you believe that this drive took 12 hours? This is why, but I believe this because I feel like these people left at like 9:30, which means you need breakfast before you get too far out of town. You have lunch
And I
and
think that they
dinner.
stopped at IHOP and got out of the car.
I do
That's what I
too, and
think
you
that they do.
cannot do
I
that.
think that every time that they're having a meal, they are stopping, getting out of the car, and going to a sit down. Like, that's the
Yeah,
only way that this makes any sense,
I
because
don't.
that would be
I
2 hours per, like, about an hour and a half per meal, and overheating for like 45 minutes,
Yeah,
right?
because 12
So,
hours is more than our first leg of our journey, right? When we go to Disney, is 12 hours,
um,
or is that right? That's about
no,
right.
yeah, it's about right.
Hey,
It's about
Phoebe.
13. Oh, I just hit
Now
my
Phoebe's
mic.
on the table.
Now we have Phoebe, who is a good boy, so
He's
he won't
good. He'll
make
be
me
fine.
upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and then Amy says that she just thinks that Tammy is scared of ramps, which is entirely possible, because I still think I was gonna look it up. I wonder if Chris is still not able to push her. Like, I
I
wonder
don't
if
think he
that's the
is.
thing. I don't think that he's medically cleared yet to push her, and I don't think Michael can push her up the ramp, is what I'm thinking is
But see,
happening.
this doesn't make sense to me either, because they find a wheelchair accessible hotel.
Yeah.
Why would you rent if they made sure that everything was fine? Why wouldn't you find a wheelchair accessible cabin?
They literally had ramps though. But here's the thing, a wheelchair accessible cabin would have still had ramps, would it not?
You
Like,
would think, I guess, but
so
is
she's
I
just
don't
being a little
understand.
bitch, honestly. I
Yeah,
don't give, like,
she's
I have no sympathy for her at all
no,
in
I
this
don't
entire
like her.
episode.
No,
No,
I
because she's
don't
just
like her.
making it about her. And maybe she does have anxiety and she's scared to talk about it. But at some point, just get it over with. Like, just go do it. And
No,
then we can move on.
her family is so nice and loving. I would have been like, okay, well, I'm going to bed. I will see you at 9 a.m.
Yeah, we
and
haven't even
locked you
gotten
in the
into
car.
that.
No,
Yeah.
I am
But,
so
like,
over this. Yeah,
we'll get
already.
to that when it starts actually melting down, but I have a
Yeah.
lot to say about it. But basically, Missy says, the faster you get this done, the faster you can go to bed. And then Tammy is pretending to cry. I still don't believe her. And then Amanda is still being really calm and is like, we'll all be here and we can all help you up the ramp. Like,
Yep.
don't worry about it. We can all help. And then Tammy says, I didn't want to come here. And Amanda says, Tammy, you were just as excited as the rest of us. And then Tammy says, no, I wasn't. And then Amanda's like, you weren't? And Tammy says, stop putting words in my mouth. And then Amanda says, you acted like you're so damn excited, but you ain't going to talk to me like you lost your mind, which is why I love Amanda.
No, 100%. I think Amanda is tired and she was trying to be patient with her sister. And then her sister forgot who she was talking to. 100%.
Yeah.
Because no
Tammy's
one
like, stop
else
putting
cops
words in
an
my mouth.
attitude.
And she's like, you're
Yeah.
not going to talk to me like you lost your damn mind.
Yeah, like I'm about to hit you.
And then Tammy said, I didn't, y'all did, which they haven't done anything at this point. Like, the only thing Amanda has pointed out is you were excited to come on the vacation. So stop saying that you never wanted to come.
Yeah,
like, that's ridiculous.
She was ecstatic for this.
They were
Everyone was happy
in the car the whole time. They were having so much fun. And so now all of a sudden, now that you have to get up and no one's going to physically, like, I don't understand
what
why
she wants.
no one's offering to push the wheelchair in. Like, that's what I don't get. Why aren't we unloading the wheelchair?
Yeah, I'd be like, then get in the wheelchair and I will put you in. Because I do think the van's in a weird place.
The van is in a weird place, but it seems like we could have a conversation about, like, okay, well, the van needs to move because I need someone to park me right here and then put the wheelchair out so I can sit in it while you, like, I feel like you can have a conversation about, like, okay, Chris, I really need the wheelchair or the van here because that I'm not going to be able to walk around the front of the van and then up the ramp. Like, the only energy I'm going to have is up the ramp, like, and people would be willing to assist you, but you are not communicating with anyone.
Well, and then the whole, I don't know. I don't understand any of this because it's like, I can't do that. It's like, then how was this trip take 12 hours? Because we have been on vacation. Those bathrooms, you have to be getting up off your wheelchair to go poop or pee and then sitting back down unless you're wearing a diaper for 12 hours.
She is.
Which means that you have been walking this entire time. So get off of your fat butt.
Tired.
And I say fat butt not to be derogatory, people. I'm just saying, like, as a lazy situation at this point. But get off and go walk up these ramps. I had
Yeah.
zero sympathy for this. And her cop and attitude with Amanda was the best thing ever because Amanda just did
Yeah.
not take it.
Because Amanda's immediately like, Tammy, stop acting like that. And then Tammy says, you're going to shut up. And then Amanda's like, you're going to stop being rude to people. You have issues. You having issues doesn't give you the right to talk to people like you lost your mind. I love Amanda.
I love
Amanda
it
is my
so
queen.
much.
I really love Amanda.
Amanda's just she is the only one throughout this entire meltdown who gives it to Tammy as good as Tammy's giving.
She's the only one throughout this entire show who gives it to Tammy as good as
Yeah.
Tammy gives.
Yeah.
Like, no one
That's
else
true.
is willing to just go back at Tammy the way that Amanda is, which
No,
is
'cause I feel
why
like
Amanda, after she got sick in season 8, made me so sad because I really feel like Tammy needed to be smacked down like this.
yeah, she needs somebody like, you're not going to talk to me like that. You lost your mind. It's like,
Yeah, but
we need
Amanda
to
was
get
too
her.
tired to deal with it, which is fine. I'm glad. Hopefully she's feeling better. Oh, bless you. Hopefully
Sorry.
she's feeling better at this point, but because we need this energy.
Mm-hmm.
But
100%.
and then Tammy just is like, just stop talking to me. And then Amanda says, it costs you nothing to be kind to people, Tammy. And then of course Tammy just keeps saying, stop talking to me. And then Amanda,
she knows she's right because Amanda's not even asking.
she
Like,
has
I
no
understand you're
defense.
scared. Yeah, but you're not going to be rude.
No defense. Nope. And then Amanda says, all of these people are here to support you, and you want to act like that. And then Tammy says, shut the fuck up. And then Amanda says, no, you done lost your mind. You don't talk to me like that. And then she walks into the house because she's pissed. Like, she immediately leaves. And then Misty, who's been just standing there watching this unfold, is all like, you're going to have to come in because we aren't going home tonight. And then Tammy says, just basically get out of my face and leave me alone. And then Misty's like, I'm not in your face. I'm just standing here. So, okay. And then there is a person who is not a family member. I think it might be production or possibly medical standing in front of Tammy at this time. Like, you only see the side of his face, but he's not from the family. So I don't know who that guy was. And then Amanda walks in and I don't know who she's talking to, but she tells someone, you better go get your damn sister. And then they have like an emergency meeting about Tammy in the house.
I think I think she's talking to Brittany.
Maybe, or Chris, or maybe even Amy. So,
because Brittany is during the part where they're talking about what to do with her, Brittany's like, I'm not going home. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah. I love Brittany, honestly. So they have their emergency meeting and Amanda has cooled off a little bit. And Amanda's like, I understand that she's afraid to come up the ramps. I get that. I'm not saying she's wrong for feeling the way she feels. She's wrong for the way she talks to people. And I'm not going back out there to talk to her because she's going to make this situation worse.
Well, I give her props for knowing that, for being like, if I go back out there, I'm just going to escalate this. It's at a 10 and I'm going to put it at a 12. So.
Yeah. And she's like, I love Tammy, but she doesn't know how to communicate with people properly. And we react instead of keeping it in the back of our minds like she's going through some shit right now. So basically, like, she's in pain, but the way she talks to me triggers me. And instead of being sympathetic, I trigger. But she's also being a bitch. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you can be going through stuff and still be a good, kind person instead of doing this.
Yeah.
You're affecting, like, how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus all of production. So you are affecting 7 people and countless other people on the crew who've also probably been up and drove with you this whole time. So easily you're affecting 10 to 15 people's night, she's the people at the rentals around you.
Yeah, she's a narcissistic ass, though. Like, nothing. This is why I don't like Tammy, and this is why I don't ever like Tammy, because this is Tammy. This is who she is. I understand. Yeah. I understand being scared. I hate my first time flying. I was terrible. Like, Carl's first time flying,
throw a bitch fit. You didn't.
No. Because you have to. You have to be like, this is not just
the same as Carl's first time.
No, because I flew once with Mom before that, so it was my second time flying
with just Mom. Oh, my first flight was with Dad.
No, my first flight was just Mom, because remember we had the turbulence and Mom held my hand the whole time, and then we landed, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess it was fine. And I look over and Mom is just terrified, crying, because she was like, I knew the plane was going to go down, and the only thing I could think of to do was hold our hands so they would find our bodies together. And I was like, great.
Thanks a lot, Mom.
So glad you
Yeah.
kept all that in, Mom, until we landed, because I would have
Luckily, like,
flipped.
our dad is an aeronautical engineer, so my
Yeah.
first flight was with Dad, and so I mean, he could explain everything, you know?
Yeah.
It was
Every
great.
move, every bump. Why
This
are
is
they
how
doing
it's
that?
supposed I love flying personally. I think it's great.
Yeah.
But
But
then with
you
Carl's
just
first
do
flight,
it.
we yeah, you
Yeah.
just do it. It's the way to get there faster. Carl's first flight was also Kyle's first flight ever, and we put because we were all going to Disney together. So Summer and I sat together and we put Kyle with our mom so that
Yeah.
she could explain anything to him, and we put our dad with Carl, thinking that that would calm Carl down, and it did not at
Nope.
all. And then I think Kyle got to ride next to Dad the next flight, and they had a great time.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
Kyle loves flying, so
but it was so weird because we got to when we landed in our transfer airport,
mhm.
Carl was freaking out and literally told me, he's like, I am never getting on a plane again. I hate you for like, and Carl always says that. His first flights are always like that. He's like, I hate you for making me do this. Find a rental car. I'm not going. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. We're just gonna breathe. It's gonna be fine. And then you give Carl enough time, because the second flight we were sitting close. You and I were sitting close enough to him. He
Yeah, I
loved
think
it.
we were in the same row.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
talked to people. He looked out the
Yeah.
window. It's like a complete but the first flight, every first flight, and we have now flown multiple times. His first flight is always like that. He always lands and hates me, hates the world. I'm a monster. And by the second flight, he is making plans. He's looking out the window. It's just
Yeah.
that first
I
flight. You just have to get used to it. You just do it. You
The
just do
only
it.
thing that ever annoys me about flying is, well, I don't like how tiny the seats are because now
No.
I've
Ugh.
grown.
I'm
um,
mature. I hate these
I've
seats.
matured and so have my hips. Thank you. Um, but I don't like how tiny the seats are, and also
Yeah.
my husband's 6'5", so he's always miserable. Unless we
Yeah.
can afford to like upgrade, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
but
that's a lot of leg to put in those little
it's a lot
seats.
of leg, and then people do the, like, lean back thing, and, I mean, like, I get it. You get the extra, like, I don't know, half inch of space leaning back, but if the person behind you is tall, like, just try to take note of that, because when you lean back, it digs into their knees. Like,
Yeah.
Kyle will be in, like, immense pain because someone needed that extra, like, half inch of lean back. So,
Yeah.
I never put my chair back because I know what Kyle goes through, but,
I never
um
put my chair back. I don't even know how chairs do that, because I prefer to fly at the very back of the airplane. So I don't even think I
yeah, I
can
do
do that
too.
at the back. Like
Yeah, I definitely
w-
prefer, um
way
the
back there.
back.
But yeah, Tammy just needs
But
to get over this. This is part of
she needs to
vacationing.
get over this. But could you imagine, like, if you had what, like, if someone you love, like, you're at vacation and all of a sudden they're refusing to get out of the vehicle.
No.
Like,
I
you arrive at All Star Sports and someone's like, well, I'm not getting out.
be
What?
like, okay.
What do you mean you're not getting out? And like, they are so much more patient than I would be, because I
Yeah.
100% like, she's gonna say it later, or Amy says it, like, are you just gonna sleep in the car? I would have left your ass. I would
Yep.
not be fucking with this. Like, I would
Nope.
not deal with this. I
Because
would
that's
be
all.
like, you live there now. Have fun.
Clearly this is all she wants, because she shuts the door between this argument, I think, and the next, and then when they go back
Yeah,
out
she
to
does.
confront her again, the door's open again. So
Yeah,
clearly she is trying to engage in this, because this is what she
she
wants,
is.
because she's a narcissistic bitch. Like, I hate her so
Like, I
much.
want to know, like, who is a Tammy defender? Like, are any of you
Yeah.
guys Tammy defenders? Are we just too mean? Because, like,
No.
how do you defend this? And then here is why Tammy is just this person. Like, I know
Yeah.
people are all like, oh, well, it's because, now her hormones are out of whack, or her hormones were out of whack then. But her siblings say in the very next line, Chris says, we knew she was going to be difficult. We knew this was going to happen. And then Misty says, yeah, but we thought it would take a day or two. So all of her siblings anticipated this behavior from her.
Yep.
That
Yep.
means
Which
that this
is,
is just inherently who she is.
can you imagine how sad that would be, to take your first family vacation and have a sibling conversation about, she will be terrible, this is going to be bad, how do we deal with it? And then destroying everybody's just
Oh, sorry.
whole
Kyle just
thing,
texted me.
because she's doing it the first day, the first hour, the first 5 minutes. Like, they have barely unloaded the car, which is always a production. It's the worst thing about vacation, is having to be like, now we have to still unload the car. Like, I can't imagine. I'm with Amanda. I would have dragged you out or been like, okay, well, I'm gonna shut the door and hit the door locks, and I hope you don't die in the car because I don't care, because I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Do not text me
Okay.
later.
Yeah. Agreed.
You're being
I
so
agree. I would
good, Jen.
100% leave you in the car. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I
Like,
I I love you, but I would not care. I would not stop going on vacation because you decide to have a bitch fest about a ramp. It's like
yeah.
you can walk up the stairs or you can walk up the ramp. I don't care which.
Or you can live in
But
the
you're
car. I don't care. Like,
but
I
the only thing about this that kind of makes me question is in the very when they do, I don't know if you want to get to there, but when they take her to the hotel, Michael is pushing her in the wheelchair through the hotel. So I don't
yeah.
understand why that wasn't an option.
I
If
don't
that was
either,
her
but
only
also I
issue.
don't think that it should be like Amy has said that Michael has hurt himself pushing her all of these years. So maybe Michael is not capable of ramps anymore or something. I don't know. But it just gets worse from here because basically Amy says, so y'all see what I've been going through though. And then Amanda's like, you act like you're the only one who ever took care of her. Every single one of us has done this. And then
I did
Amy's like,
not
yeah, but she got meaner through the years.
I didn't like this because I feel like yes, Amanda's like everyone is taking care of her, but y'all are not there to see the abuse that Amy goes through because I guarantee you the way she treats Amy just based on this little blurb with Amanda is not how she treated Amanda. Is not how
No,
she treats Chris.
because she knew that her home, like that they would kick her out. Like I think
Yeah.
that she probably was on a better behavior than she
Yeah.
is with Amy. And Amy, she treats Amy like absolute shit all the time.
Well, and Amy just got her moved out what last season? Was
Yeah.
was it the season before that when she finally got her own place? The last season one at the
Season 1
end
they
is when
got
she
their own place, yeah.
So I mean, I did not like Amanda immediately attacking Amy because I think Amy is 100% in the right to be like, now y'all see what I deal with on a daily basis. And then
Yeah,
Amanda be
but
like, you act like you're the one that takes care of her. It's like, I didn't say that. What I'm saying is this is the Tammy that I have 24/7.
yeah, but then they also say, because she says she got meaner through the years, and Amanda says bullshit, and then Misty says she just got fatter. So they're saying that she's always
Sorry.
been this mean. Like she's
Yeah.
always been like this. So I don't
But
know.
I think her relationship with Amy, I think what Amy, this is why no one communicates well, because what Amy needs to be communicating is like, yeah, but she respects the three of you differently than she respects me.
Because she says that in her own way next, because she says she doesn't talk to y'all like she do me. Like she
Yeah.
don't talk to y'all like she does me. And then Chris is basically like, I'm not taking her home tonight. Amanda says she's not leaving, and Brittany says I don't want to leave either. And it's like no one asked you to.
Yeah, Brittany's like, I don't want to go. It's like
I'm
Brittany,
not
like
going. It's like
Chris just
Chris
said
already
he
said
wasn't going.
yeah.
That
So
that
you're not
includes you.
going. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Chris says that the whole point of getting a cabin was for all of us to stay here together so everyone could spend time. And then he's like, I understand she's tired. I understand she's scared, but she wouldn't even give it a chance. Like she wouldn't
Yep.
even try, which is beyond frustrating. So Amanda basically says, we need to stand our ground and go out there and tell her that this is our home for the next week and she needs to get the hell up and get moving.
Yep.
Agreed. So
I
they
love
go back
Amanda.
out to the car
She's
to
like,
talk to Tam Tam.
Amanda's like, I'm
Great.
not going to go out there. I'm going to go right back out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's just, what are we supposed to do? I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. I feel like we'll talk about it when when certain things come up. But anyway, so Misty's like, you need to come on and try to come in. And then Tammy's like, y'all need to leave me alone. And it's just like, okay. And then Misty's like, what do you plan on doing tonight? And Tammy says, I don't care what I fucking do tonight, I think is what she said. That's, I'm sure, the expletive.
Probably.
And then Misty says, so you're just going to sleep in the van? And then Tammy's like, sure. And then Amanda's like, don't be like that. And then Tammy says again, leave me alone. And then Brittany's like, come in for Gage.
I love Brittany.
I think it's so funny. And then Amy's like, look how he wants you. Look at him. This is our first trip, Aunt Tammy. And it's just
that kid looks tired. Like he's just like, what are we doing?
Go put him to bed. Go put him to bed. And then Amanda's like, you're missing out on a lot. And then Tammy says, I don't give a fuck. I don't feel good. keep in mind, this is the first time she has said that she doesn't feel good.
Yep.
Like, I have been writing down everything the bitch has said. This is the first
Like,
time
this is the
she has
first.
acknowledged that she doesn't feel good.
Yep.
And then she
It's
says,
her. It's an excuse.
I don't feel good and I didn't want to come. And then Amanda says, okay, you don't feel good. Let's get you in the house then.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then Tammy
Which,
says, it's not going to change anything. And then Amy, rightfully, in my opinion, says, do you need an ambulance? Because if you're not feeling good, bitch, you weigh 650 pounds. What's wrong
yeah.
with you that you don't feel good? Like, what's going on?
Well, and I like, and not to keep, like, huffing Amy's farts here, but Amy's 1,000% right in the situation also, because if you were throwing a fit about something so stupid and trivial, and then all of a sudden we're like, I don't feel good, Summer, that's why I don't want to go swimming, I'd be like, okay, wait, whoa. What do you mean you don't feel good? Like, we bought water park tickets today to go do this, and now you don't feel good?
That's
I
like,
messed up.
that's so much less than this, though. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. This is literally me sitting in the car at All Star Sports refusing to go in because I don't feel good. Then that is a
Yeah.
medical concern. What do you mean
Well,
you can't walk into the hotel room?
yeah,
Like,
because my thought would be like,
I'm
okay,
not
well, if you don't
asking
want
you
it,
to do anything, you know?
if you don't want an ambulance, then one of us could drive you to the emergency room, because
Yeah, but that's where
something
we're
is
going.
vastly wrong with you.
Yeah.
And
And then Tammy says, I'm tired of y'all hollering ambulance. And it's like, this is the first time it's been brought up. So,
yeah,
unless maybe production asked her if she needed an ambulance. I don't know. But anyway, and then Amy says, you don't feel good. And then Tammy says, it doesn't mean I need an ambulance. I'll fucking let you know when I need a goddamn ambulance.
she is
And
such a witch.
all
Yeah.
yelling. And then Amanda's like, Tammy, there are other people that are here and it's late at night. And then Misty adds in, like, there's no reason to be like that. And then Tammy says, I'm not going to the hospital and I want all y'all to get out of my face. And then Amy's like, we just want you to go in. And then Tammy says, I don't want to go in. I'm not an animal. Y'all don't have to watch me. Bye. And then she shuts the van door. But what is great about it is it's one of those automatic shutters. So it's just slowly closing.
Yeah, it's not a dramatic entrance. And then there's a window right there too. So she shuts the door and we can still see you.
We can still see her. And Misty honestly looks like she's trying not to laugh by how slowly this van is closing in front of her face.
Yeah. It does not make the effect. It does not make the effect.
It's not powerful. It's like the time in, like, what season was that? Season 2 or season 1, when she had those fucking horrible sunglasses on and that terrible haircut.
Glasses. Yeah.
Yes. And I was just like, how am I supposed to take you seriously looking like that? I'm sorry. I can't do those sunglasses and that haircut together. I don't know.
It's like,
it's not serving what you think it's serving.
Wait, wasn't that another vacation? Because didn't
that was Amy like one of the first times that she got rejected for surgery, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because weren't Amy
it was in
and
Atlanta.
Michael shopping for
yeah, it's when they went
shirts
to go get souvenirs and she was just like, my family doesn't love me. Why doesn't my family love me? And it's like, shut up. It was like probably episode 3. Jesus, that was a long time ago.
I don't like this woman. She doesn't endear herself to me by any stretch of the imagination.
And then I agree with Amy, because Amy and her little talking heads, like, Tammy wants to sleep in the van. She's going to make that dumbass decision when there's a house full of beds. Let her sleep in the car. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I agree with her 100% because, well, okay. The only thing I would worry about is medically, if something happened to her overnight, would I be liable? So I probably would call an ambulance. Not going to lie.
See?
I would call an ambulance without her consent and let her talk to the paramedics about how she's not willing to walk in the house.
See, I can see doing that, but I can
just
also
to cover
see
my ass.
I can also see being like, okay, you don't want to come into the house. That's fine. And I would hit the door locks on the car so that way you can't even open the door and get air.
I would probably bring you a thing of water and be like, all right, deuces. That's it. Like, make sure you have water to hydrate and then you're good.
I wouldn't even do that. Like,
I would just because I don't know what season it is. And so I wouldn't want you to overheat.
It's got to be cold
make sure
because
that you're
Chris
not
is
gonna
wearing
die.
a sweater in the next scene.
True.
When they go.
But they're in the mountains.
That's true. But I would straight up be like, okay, well, here's your water and some dinner, and I would put it on the freaking porch and be like, you better get to it before the raccoons do.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that I don't know that
I don't care.
I don't care either, but I would definitely call an ambulance probably despite her protesting just to cover myself.
I feel like you could probably get away with that by recording a video saying, I need you to tell me, do you want me to call an ambulance? And then do that whole, I don't need a Goram ambulance. I will tell you when I need an effing ambulance. But okay, that's all I need. Because if you die in this van, I'm going to show the cops this to let them know that this was your prerogative. And you have a phone.
I would probably.
So if you need to call the ambulance, you can.
Yeah, I would be probably getting on my jams and turning off the porch light.
Yep. I would put your food on the porch and be like, okay, well,
I wouldn't give you any food, but I would put like like one of those big gallon sized bottles of Ozarka or something like that.
If you could find a dude with a dick on the porch, you'd get out of the van. I'm just saying. Like, you just put a naked dude up there.
Find someone who's all like, "Oh, you're pretty, girl." Then
she would be like, "Thank you. I'm gonna get out and walk up these ramps. I love ramps." And he'd be like, "Oh, do you love ramps? Show me what you can do with them ramps."
That's terrible.
Come and eat this Twinkie, and she would like crawl up there.
So then it says 2 hours later, Tammy is still in this car.
Which I will say, I'm gonna give her props.
That is a level of stubbornness that is impressive.
Yeah. Because I could be stubborn. I can be stubborn, but that's a level that I don't even know if I could do. I'd be like, okay, this is dumb. Yeah. I'm going to get out now.
That's crazy.
So the fact that they just left her alone for 2 hours and she did not budge is impressive.
Yeah. And then Brittany says, just let her sleep in the van.
Which I love. And they didn't even show Brittany's face, but you could tell it was Brittany saying this, which just fits our fanfic that Brittany is secretly a mob boss from
she is.
Past
She's
lives.
A crime lord.
Yeah, for sure.
I will say, if you guys watch this episode with the subtitles on, they constantly were attributing sentences to the wrong family members. So
that's hilarious.
Like all the time they would be like, Misty said this, and I'm like, that's clearly Amy or Amanda. Like it was wrong. So mine are 100% right. I have it correct. So, and then Chris is like, either that or we try to get her a handicap accessible room. And then Amy's like, who wants to take her to a hotel? Nobody. That's the whole point. And Amanda's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm taking my ass up those stairs and I'm getting in bed. And Amy's like, nobody wants to deal with Tammy. So then it got shoved off on me. Chris's idea was to get her a room because Amy has already said she would have left her in the car. But now Amy and Michael are going to have to drive her down the mountain to a hotel.
Amanda asked Michael, would you be willing to do that? And Michael's like, yeah. And I mean, like, I understand Michael's pressure because this isn't his wife asking. This is his sister-in-law. And his sister-in-law two times over.
2 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sister-in-law times like squared. Is it squared or just times 2? I don't know. I don't know how squared works.
But I understand Michael being like, but I don't agree with the fact that Amy did it. Because I think what Amy should have said is like, Chris, if you want to get her a handicapped room,
then you're going to drive
you need
down
to take her to it.
Because Michael drove as long as Chris did.
Yeah, and the problem is that they need Michael to do it because I bet Michael's the only one who can push her. And I don't think that this is their fault. Because my next question to Tammy would be like, if we get you a hotel room, are you going to walk into that hotel room? Because no one is pushing you. Because
I don't think I would be like, you're either walking into this cabin or I'm calling an ambulance. Those are your 2 choices. You're either spending the night in this cabin or at a hospital. Which is it? Are you sick? Are you so sick you can't be in this room, like in this house, and you need to go to the hospital? Or are you fine and we're going to go to bed? Yeah. Like, which is it? Like, I don't get it.
She's just so... She loves being the same... Because I feel like the problem is also... Because it says this is 2 hours later and they're still dealing with it. I guarantee you all the lights are on. People are going out and still like, are you still okay? What needed to happen is like, okay, then sleep in the van. They should have turned all the lights off and been like, we're going to
That's what I would have done. I would have 100%.
Very back bedroom. Even if we're all still awake talking.
I would 100% have done that. It's like there's this, Kyle and I always tell each other, ciao, Gabrielle, because we were in line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, right? Like last
Disney.
time we went to Disney, and there was a little girl who was just going like wiling out all over the queue because she was like tiny. She was like maybe two
Yeah.
and a half, 3 years old, and she was just like underneath every single stanchion. She was everywhere, and like not listening to her parents at all. So we heard "Ciao, Gabrielle," you know that thing where you just pretend like you're
Yeah.
leaving.
You're leaving that kid.
Like, and that was the only thing in it. She didn't give a fuck about that either,
She
to
was
be
like,
fair.
bye.
She was like, "All right, I'm with this family now. I don't care. I'm
These people
going
will
with
take me.
them."
I'm cute.
She was adorable. But
That's like
yeah, so
that if you've never like in the Frozen line the last year when we went,
oh
like
yeah,
that little
there are kids everywhere.
yeah, and there were so many gaps between us and the other family because this little boy was just not
Oh my god, he was the
caring.
cutest
He
little
was
boy.
so cute, and
Oh my
mom
god, it was
just was
adorable.
trying to keep up with him, and then her husband was doing something else, so we eventually all had to find him.
Yeah, it
But
was fun.
that
That was a
that
fun
boy was
line.
just like, "I'm gonna sit on this rock now," and then the line would move, and he would be like, "No,
And he was like,
I'm
"I'm
not
still
doing
sitting
that."
here." And we'd be like,
So
"It's fine."
we would just wait way behind him, and she'd be like, "I'm sorry." And it's like, no, like he's adorable, like. And then
Yeah,
once you got him to move, it was the same thing. It was like, well, why don't we just skip over to this part of the line? That seems so much
it
closer.
was cute.
He was
Yeah, but that's
adorable.
what I would agree with you. I would be turning off all the lights. I would
Yep,
even probably turn the porch light off.
yep,
Make a big like click of locking the front door.
yep.
And then I agree, going all to a back bedroom where she can't see the light and then bitching about her there or
Yeah,
discussing it there.
and then deciding what to do
Yeah.
because I
And
think a
then
lot of this is they're not calling her bluff. She can
no,
clearly see that they're all still up. They're probably all still worried.
they're all
Like,
standing in the kitchen talking about her and production's
yeah.
still here.
Well, and
So,
she's talking to what's his face too, so she
oh
probably really
yeah, we'll
doesn't
get to
care
that.
either.
So basically Chris says that he hopes that she'll just get some rest. Like they go out and Chris tells her like, "All right, Tammy, Michael's going to take you to a hotel and we'll figure this out in the morning." And then Tammy goes, "All right." Like all
Yeah,
dainty and
she makes
like,
it sound like, "Thank you, brother. I'm so glad you
"Thank you. Like
understand that this is so
I've
serious."
been abused all night and just thank
Yeah,
you for understanding."
thank you. Like I'm so sorry. I
It
just
was
can't.
so stupid. It was
Yeah,
so stupid.
I hated all of this.
I did too. I really did. And then oh my god, I really did hate this. So then he's like, "I hope she gets some rest and like it's fine in the morning," basically. And then Amy says, because Amy's not as kind as, well, not as generous, I guess, right now as Chris is.
Yeah,
So Amy's like, "Tammy just wants to be difficult. This isn't just your vacation, it's everyone's." Um,
which is
and the next
100% accurate.
100% accurate. And the next morning, everyone's just hanging out. It's clearly breakfast time. They're playing with Gage. And then Tammy says that she and Misty were up late bitching about Tammy,
Well, yeah,
which is
because
fun.
you would have to
That's what
be.
you would do. Yeah.
You would have to be because this literally just because on road trips you talk smack anyway.
Yeah.
So when you get there and one of your siblings decides to just through, I hate this trip, I hate all y'all, I didn't even want to come. It's like, then why did we bring you? Why did we
Yeah.
bring you? Because I
Why
would
did
have
we
had a
do
great
that?
time without you. You are a terrible human being. I don't even like you. Like I'm too angry. I'm glad Amanda and Missy Saban talked smack about her because I feel like I would have just kept texting her like, and another thing, and one
Yeah.
more, and then you're
She
so
didn't.
lucky
Yeah.
that Michael cares enough about this family to push you into a hotel. Because if I was Michael, I would be like, okay, here's a hotel, get out, go. I'm bye, Felicia.
Yeah. Now
Like
you can
I don't
walk your
care.
ass into the hotel and pay for it yourself. There
Yeah,
you go.
because somebody paid for this hotel,
TLC, I'm
and
assuming.
I don't agree with any of this. I
Yeah.
really don't think this is the way I would handle it. It's like there's a little boy when we were another Disney story when I was with mom and he was freaking out because he didn't want to take the bus again. Because I guess that he must
Yeah.
have flown. So his whole thing was like, I just want to take the car. Let's take the car. I just want to take the car. And his mom and dad were like, we're not taking the car. Like we're taking the bus. And it was at sports. And anyone who's ever been, it's like a push to get on the bus. And this little boy did not flip out until the bus got there. And as soon as the bus got there, he started immediately freaking out. And the mom was like,
Why?
okay, well, we'll just go back to the room and I guess we'll just lay and watch TV all day. And he was like, okay. And then the dad, and they had like a maybe 4-month-old baby girl with them too. And the dad stood up and looked at the mom's face. Is like, we are not going to do that. Like, we are not going to go back to the room and watch TV with him. This is our vacation. And he grabbed, like, he took the daughter because the mom was holding the daughter, and just because it was their turn to get on the bus, and left. He had the baby and just got on the bus. Like, didn't grab
She's
the
like,
diaper bag.
we're going to Disney today.
Yep.
We're
Didn't
not
grab the
doing any of that.
son, didn't grab the wife. And as soon as, and I mean, that dad was, I've never seen a dad so serious, like, I will figure out how to make this 4-month-old without a diaper bag and me. We're going to go ride Small
I
World.
mean,
I
there
do not
are
care.
baby care centers at Disney if you've never been.
Yeah.
So you can get a lot of stuff. Like, we had to go get, did we talk about how we had to get you a ankle wrap?
An ankle wrap? I don't know if we talked about that, but yeah.
It was free.
Yeah, it was so great. And they offered me Tylenol, which is always great.
Yeah, it was great. We just walked into the first aid center and they
Hollywood
gave
Studios.
Summer a free ankle. Like, we were
Yeah.
like, oh, she sprained her ankle. Like, do you guys have like an ace bandage or something? And they were like, yeah, do you need Tylenol with it?
And I was like, no, I have drugs.
And
I
she was
just
like,
need
no,
a wrap.
I'm on so many drugs.
I'm
Like,
on
I just
so
need
many
a
drugs
wrap.
right now.
It was
This is the last
lovely.
day
It
of
was so
vacation.
fast. She literally
was-
just had to put her name on a piece of paper. Was all that
Yeah,
happened.
it was if you ever have a problem, go. It was great. But yeah, but that
They
dad
took care
got
of me
on
when I
that
broke my
bus.
arm there too.
Yeah,
So,
they did. And we got to see the backstage for that, which was cool.
we did. I tripped over a rope
Yep.
when I was
so graceful.
12. It was the
Yeah.
same day that I got diarrhea and pooped my pants. So it was a great
Yep.
day for me.
She
Guys,
was
I was
having-
living the life.
She was at living her best Disney life ever. But that, as soon as the dad got on the bus with that kid, I mean, and dad did not look back. Like, he took the daughter, left.
And left.
That little
Well,
boy
'cause that's
freaked
dumb,
out
like-
and ran. He just ran onto the bus with the dad. Because it was like, oh, okay, this fit isn't working. Because, but mom was really trying. And I think that that's the problem. Because the mom took the approach that everyone else was taking, which was, okay, well, I guess we're just not going to do this and we're not going to do that. And that dad was like, no, I'm not going to go sit in the room with him and watch TV.
Because I definitely wouldn't say and watch TV. I would be like, then we're only taking a nap. We are not doing anything fun. If you do not feel good enough to go to the park today, there will be no sound in that room. You will take a nap and that's it. Like, no swimming, no nothing, no toys, no books, no nothing. It's a prison cell.
Yes,
Like,
this is the
that
worst.
Is it. It is not fun in that room. There is no TV.
But
you know?
it was, but it's the same thing. Like, I don't know why nobody did that with her. It's like, okay, well then sleep in the van or get out of the hotel and walk. This is not a vacation.
I know. I feel
for
like
you.
how quickly would she have given up if someone had taken her phone? Which I know you can't do that because it's theft. But that's what I would be tempted to do is take her phone.
How long? She doesn't have a new phone. So I don't know. This may be an iPhone 15 for all I know. She's just so huge it looks like it too. But
well, it can't be an iPhone 15. This was like 2020. They were still wearing face masks.
The phone looks tiny, but if you take the keys out of the car, she can't charge it, can she?
No.
Like, the charge cords don't work without the car on. So eventually the phone will die, which means eventually she will get up and come in the house to charge her phone so she can talk to whoever or
mystery.
Yeah, she will get up. Then that's the thing. I don't know why we didn't just call the bluff all the way and be like,
I don't either.
Sleep in the van. Okay.
Yep.
Then you need to figure out how to find you a hotel because none of we are done. Gage, I mean, the Glages have got to be asleep by now.
There's only one of them, and
Glenn.
I would hope he was asleep. Gage, what the fuck?
Gosh, dang, I can't remember his kid's name. So Gage should already be in bed, which means I would mean that to me that'd be like Amy and Michael are out because Gage is asleep in their room and we cannot go in there and wake them up. Amanda would love to take you somewhere right now, but if you don't want to go to hell, I don't think you want her doing it because she's ready to send you to your maker. Missy can't push you, and neither can Chris. So whatever your plan is the plan you are stuck with at this point.
Yeah,
that's it.
I agree with
and
you.
Just walk away and be like, we are turning off this porch light. You will have to figure out what you're doing. Bye, Felicia. See, none of us are setting alarms either, and we are tired. So I don't know when we're waking up in the morning. I hope you make it.
Yeah. And then basically Amy says that Tammy texted her and asked for food and a drink and said she's going to find a way home. And then everyone basically is just like, I'm not taking her home. Like, we're not doing it. And then Amanda, for some reason, offers that she has a friend who might be willing to come and take Tammy home, which I wouldn't have even, I would not have looked for anyone to do this.
No,
I do not care.
Either. No.
Nope, do not care. And then Chris has planned an old-timey photo shoot. And then Amanda's like, well, I liked that she said this because she's like, I can be mad when we get back to Kentucky. Right now, we need to spend time together. So I'm going to text Tammy and see if she wants to come.
Yep.
And Amanda says that she's obviously mad and she's mad at her, but then she says she's mad at herself for how she reacted. I don't think you should be. I think that I feel like all of Amanda's reactions were valid because the way Tammy was talking to you was disrespectful.
But I also
Because
give Amanda
Amanda kept
props.
approaching it with kindness, and then
Yeah,
Tammy was just being rude.
up until, and then once Tammy got rude, it was done. But I do think I this makes me love Amanda even more because I have a hard time giving up on stuff, like, saying that, oh, I reacted poorly. Amanda saying I reacted poorly to me is like, that's big.
I don't
That's
think she did though, because all she said
I
is
don't think
you're
so
not
either.
going to talk to me like that. That's all she
Yeah.
said is you've lost your damn mind talking to me like that. It costs you nothing to be kind. None of what Amanda said or like Amanda wasn't sitting there being like, you fat fucking bitch. No, like none of
which
that
is
happened.
which would have
It
been my
was
reaction, guys. Just FYI, I would have said everything.
oh yeah, I would have. I mean, like, I would probably have a lot more reasons to hate myself the next day
Yeah,
than
I'd be
I
like,
feel
oh,
like
that was
Amanda
bad.
does.
Yeah,
And basically she texts her, asks her if she wants to come do the photo shoot. Tammy just responds, no. That's it. Just no.
which is fine.
And then Misty's like, okay, well, we've given her ample opportunity to join. And if she doesn't want to come, then just let her go home. And
Yep.
then Amanda points out, like, we wouldn't have needed to spend half the money that we did on this house if Tammy didn't come to begin with.
Yep.
Like, we paid extra money for this, I'm guessing this is a handicap accessible house with probably a
I don't.
reinforced bed.
I mean, maybe I don't know. I mean, because maybe you're right. Maybe the little, it probably does have a ramp on the side that's like one of those long ramps, like, Grandma and Grandpa have at their house. And this is just, or you can walk up these 2 steps. So
Yeah. I don't think it does have I don't know. Or maybe I don't know what's going on, but like, would you have to have a special toilet for someone who
for
weighs
someone
special?
that big, I feel like she would squash a toilet like a soda can. I'm
I'm
sorry.
going to look up toilet weight limits. 300 to 1,000.
That's crazy. Because I
It says that
literally,
wall mounted toilets are rated for 500 pounds, but like a regular toilet can support up to 1,000 pounds.
that's crazy.
What?
That means Amy and Tammy can pee together, like those weird
My
twins do on
God.
Extreme Sisters.
It says that bariatric heavy duty commodes are reinforced and they're capable of supporting between 350 and 1,000 pounds. That is a huge weight difference. Like I don't weigh anywhere near 350, but why does your toilet only hold 350 pounds? That seems low to me. That seems low.
That's so weird. That seems random.
Isn't that random? Like, that's such a huge difference. 650-pound difference, like between 350 and 1,000.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a lot.
okay, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Anyway, I'm sure it is some kind of bariatric house that they paid for her to come, and I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't help them find it. Anyway, so
Well,
they
and
decide that they're just go ahead.
TLC is financing it anyway, so
Oh,
the
100%.
whole we wouldn't have spent so much money. It's like, you mean you wouldn't have got it for free if Tammy wasn't there? That's what you mean to say.
That's true. But they decide that they're just going to go talk to Tammy in person to get her to come and have fun with them, and they're not going to warn her.
Yeah, because I think if they ask her, she's gonna say no. They're just gonna be like,
Yep.
hey, because the room is in, was it in Amy's name or something? Because that's what Chris says.
No,
'Cause,
Amy
like,
just has a key.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
Amy has a key, so we're just gonna go in. It's like, okay.
Well, because they give you 2 keys usually.
Yeah.
So Amy has a key. So they just decide they're gonna blindside her. And so she's staying at the Park Tower Inn in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I looked up their like nightly rates, $50.
Oh, they got her in
And
a
it's
good
not
hotel.
that far from Dollywood.
Dollywood? That's crazy.
Yeah. Hang on,
Also,
I'm gonna
I
look
love
up.
Chris talking mad game on the way to this meeting, and then once he gets there, he doesn't seem to have as much.
Let's see. I think he does. I think hang on. It's only a 12-minute drive from this hotel to Dollywood.
Oh my
And it's only
gosh, we should
$50
go
a
to
night.
Dollywood. I
No.
want to go to Dollywood so bad. But they have roller coasters. I don't do roller coasters, but I've heard the food at Dollywood is so good.
I want to go to Dollywood one day.
I do
It would be fun.
too.
But but anyway, so basically, this is going to be the last thing we get to talk about, I think, before I have to get ready for my interview. But
Dun, dun,
um
dun.
so Tammy is just playing in her, like, hanging out in her hotel room, playing on her phone like she does at home, just sitting
Taking
there,
selfies and stuff.
just taking selfies, which barf, sorry.
Gross. Yeah, that's
Um
clearly not getting your whole face.
and then here's what she says, and this pisses me off. I wrote down everything she says.
Go
So
for
she
it.
says that she blurred out whatever that means. And she says, I don't know exactly what happened between me and Amanda and Misty. I didn't like it. I knew they were calling me a child and this and that, but they weren't letting me explain myself completely what was going on. First off, we never heard them call her a child. And
No.
secondly, you had ample time and opportunity to explain what was quote unquote going on.
Yeah, you even had a phone. So even if you were like, hey, I can't get this out in words right now, but I can text it to
Text.
you. Yeah, and be
Yes.
like, hey,
Like,
I
they were in
just
the house
feel.
for 2 hours and you didn't text, like, here's what's going on with me.
Yeah.
You know, like, what bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah.
She just had time to formulate what's wrong with her and make
Yeah. And
herself
it's
sound like
not,
the
and
victim.
once again, it's not her fault. Yeah.
Nope, not her fault. She said they just wanted to blow up and get an attitude. And then I got an attitude and it escalated. You got an attitude first.
Yep. Your
You
attitude started.
100% did.
Yep.
And then she said, I ended up getting sick. And no, you didn't. And this is all
No.
while we're watching her take selfies in her hotel room,
Yeah.
BTW. And then she says, I couldn't breathe up on the mountain. And it's like, but you were arguing with everyone. You have a freaking oxygen machine. What do
Yeah.
you mean you couldn't breathe on the mountain? Like,
Yeah. This is all
none
just.
of this is real. Because
No,
then she
this is
says that she
all
started
fake.
panicking and got agitated. And it's like, I never saw anything that even seemed okay. I could be being an asshole, but I don't care.
Probably not. Probably not.
I didn't see anything that remotely seemed like a panic attack.
No,
I didn't.
either.
I saw an orchestrated temper tantrum to get her way because she decided she didn't want to be in this cabin for some reason.
Yep.
And I
That's
do think
100%.
maybe the source of it was, oh, I really don't. I'm nervous about doing that ramp, which could be reality because I bet they were trying to get her to walk herself in. And then she was just like, oh, well, I can't possibly do that. And I'm not even going to try.
Because she's lazy.
But she is lazy. And I'm sure it hurts. I'm sure it's terribly painful for her to walk.
Weight.
But yeah.
I'm over it. Sorry.
And then she says she got agitated and decided to come to a hotel. They decided for you. But anyway.
Yeah.
And then she said, I just needed to go somewhere where I could breathe a little better. And then this is the part that really pisses me off. I'm there to bend over backwards for them.
Yeah. When was that?
When did that happen?
Yeah.
Because what are you talking about?
Ruining everybody else's first night at the hotel. Because even the drive taking twice as long, being tired and probably hungry and just exhausted, these people, you ruined the first night. You
ruined the whole vacation. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But right now we're just on the first night. And I feel like there's always that, that adrenaline dump of, oh my gosh, look how nice this is a nice place, girl. Like, it's you get that like positive, like, oh my gosh, this is so great. I love this house. This is my room. This is your room. We got to unload everything. Yeah. This will be nice. And yet that was all squashed because you decided to be a narcissistic witch. Can't stand her.
Like, there's a person on Kyle's side of the family who, when we went to do his mom's like basically funeral, like in a different state, they acted like a fucking asshole the entire first night, and the next day like refused to make eye contact with anyone, refused to talk to anyone, basically threw a huge bitch fit. And then we talked to Kyle's sister who had been in the car with them on the way, like on the drive, and they were that way the entire drive. And it didn't ruin the whole vacation because we just ignored her for the rest of the time. But like, it puts a damper on everyone's moods because there's just a negative energy in the house because you are throwing a hissy fit.
Yeah. Like, and now there's a rain cloud over the whole trip.
But now we have something to kiki about and bitch about. So thanks a lot for
Yeah.
that. But then she says, I decided to come here knowing I didn't feel well in the beginning, but I still stuck it out to come and to try and have fun with them. And they're going to act like that and call me a child. And it's all like, what are you talking about? It would have been better if you had just not come at all. Like
Yeah.
at this point, it would have been better if, like, and you didn't try to have fun with them. You didn't even give it a chance.
No, you
You
had fun,
didn't.
and she had a blast in the car. Like
She
we
was
saw the
laughing. Every
montage.
clip we saw was she was laughing. There was no
Yeah.
build up. There was no like hostility build up to this, like at all. This was
No.
just immediate once they
It
got
was
there.
it was out of left field. It
And then
was
she's all
crazy.
like, it's just another day in the Slaton house. Great family. And it's like, it's you. You're the problem here. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? And then
Yeah.
she's like, I'm ready to go home. Honestly, I'm a home person anyway. I'm a hermit. I like being at home. It's just easier and more comfortable at home. For 90% of people in this world, unless they have a horrible home life, that is accurate for everyone.
But
Like,
here's the deal.
everyone's more comfortable at home unless your home is awful. You know, I mean, that's just facts.
Just last, because this is why this part made me so mad when she said that. It was either last episode or the episode before last. She was talking to Misty about how she wants to travel, how she's always wanted to go and do things.
Yep.
So
And
that's
she's
why
always
this
wanted to do stuff.
is so fake. Because it's like you
Oh yeah,
literally,
100%.
literally. I don't remember if it's the last episode, but it was when she was with the BBW King. Her whole thing was,
Yeah.
oh, I just want to travel. I want to get out of the house. I want to go do things. I want to go to Las Vegas. And they're like, how are you going to do all that? But now it's, I don't like being out of the house. I just want to be home. It's like, and don't get me wrong, like, I get agoraphobia. My mother-in-law is slightly agoraphobic. I get not wanting to leave the house. That is not what this
100%. I
woman's
haven't left the
problem
house
is.
in 2 weeks. But
But
like,
this is not what this woman's problem is. Because in the
no.
first season, she was like, well, no one takes me anywhere. That is not Tammy's
Yep.
problem. Tammy's
But
just
I
a
also
bitch.
don't think that it's like, it's not a flex to be like, well, it's just I'm more comfortable at home. Most people are. It doesn't make you unique. It doesn't make, like, people still go on vacations being like, I would always rather sleep in my bed, but I'm not going to not go on vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
anyway. And then she's like, I just have to do what's right for me, and they need to understand that.
No.
Bitch,
No.
this is you. The level of delusion is insane. Yeah. Like, she has spent all night. She spent her entire time in the van while they were trying to figure out what was going on and how to help her, formulating her victimship. Like,
yep.
It is honestly impressive, the Delulu here. Like, it isn't, especially that I bend over backwards for them. I came to try and have fun, even though I didn't feel good. And it's like, you probably don't feel good. Like, let's be honest, your body is not supposed to be 650 pounds. It's not.
No, I'm sure you
Obviously, you don't feel good. Like, and I'm sure you don't feel good 90% of the time, like 99% of the time. So, like, Amy was completely legitimate in asking you if you needed to go to a hospital, because if you're not feeling good, has escalated past our normal, like, level 5, level 6 levels of pain and stuff, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But you didn't want, because that wasn't true. Because if you legitimately didn't feel good and you couldn't breathe, you would have gotten an ambulance.
Yep.
Would you not have? Like, if I was terrified, because, like, you think you'd have my father-in-law one time said that he had, like, a panic attack or something. And he said that he could breathe, like, what was it? He could breathe in, but it wouldn't come out. So he was basically just, like, inhaling air, and then cats. He was just inhaling air. And I don't even know how it just stopped eventually, but, like, he said it was terrifying. But, like, if you were having a legitimate panic attack, I feel like it would have read on your face. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't believe her, which maybe I'm a dick. I don't care. Let me know if I'm a dick in the comments. But, like,
I don't think, if you watch this episode, I don't know how. And like I said, yeah, please let us know. I don't know how you could be a Tammy fan after watching this episode. She is 1,000 billion trillion% responsible for her own actions and responsible for how this is going. 100%. Because 100%. I even understand being like, look, I was scared of the ramps. I'm really sorry. Because clearly they got this hotel room for a couple of nights. Because if not, they would have had to been there at like 11 to check her out. So
Yeah.
clearly they immediately were like, she's not staying with us. She'll get a
Mm-hmm.
hotel room. So they
Yeah.
booked this for the entire rest of the time, I guess. But she could have been like, "Hey guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know about the pictures, but yeah, like y'all go out to eat. Y'all want to go? Yeah, I really want to be involved. I'm sorry about last night. I don't think I'm like I really can't breathe when I get up on the mountain like that. So I would rather stay in town. Like, got it. Cool. No
Because
big
that's
deal.
valid. If you're like, look, like I cannot breathe up there. It feels like I'm suffocating.
Yeah.
I can't be there. That I feel like you wouldn't have waited 2 hours in the car for
No.
them to come to that decision before making like calling an Uber yourself or something like
Well,
that,
and
you know, or talking to production who has
yeah,
a medical on site.
and she's
Like it
on
doesn't make sense.
oxygen. So
She's
why
on
wouldn't she have been
oxygen.
like, "Where's my oxygen? I cannot breathe up here. I don't need an
Didn't
ambulance."
she have it in?
I don't think she did. I'd have to go back and watch it, but I don't think she did.
Okay, hang on. I'm pulling it up now.
I don't
You
think
can
she
keep talking.
did.
Let me
But
I hope it doesn't play any sound. I don't know how to do that. Don't play any sound. I've told it.
okay, you told it? Okay, good.
I told it not to play any sound. I'm trying to see if she had any oxygen on during the meltdown. She has it on. She
Does she?
legitimately
Okay.
has it on. She is wearing it. Yep.
See, I didn't think she was wearing it, so that's on me.
Nope. She has it on while she's throwing these little hissy fits. It's in her nose.
Okay, so
And she's sweating.
well, the
So
girl
it must be
sweats all the
warm-ish.
time.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't understand why. I don't get it. I don't get it, but the delusion with her little speech is her little victim speech is impressive, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then so they're on their way to go see Tammy. And Amanda says that she wishes that Tammy would open up and tell us what the issue is. Like, which I mean is valid. Like, what's
Yeah.
going on with you? Where was I? So Chris is literally livid at this point. I don't know what's happened between, I think the no pissed Chris off because Amanda is like, don't cuss her out in the car. You hear her say that. And he is
Yeah.
mad. And he's like, it comes down to Tammy being too lazy to get off her ass and walk up 2 steps. She did it in rehab. She could have done it here. So
Yeah,
I don't know what happened in the drive from the house to here, but by the time they get to Tammy's hotel, Chris is pissed already.
And I don't think
Already
he's out of line for any of it either. I really don't.
No.
But he doesn't seem like he's as tough with her as he thought he was going to be. I don't think. I think Amanda came in. Anyway, yeah. So keep going. Anyway, sorry.
But
Get
like
ahead.
Amanda says, like, I don't even know if Tammy's going to open the door for us. And Chris is like, Amy has a key. And then Chris is like, I'm just going to go in and cuss her out and get out. The bitch ain't going to chase after me.
He's not wrong, but it's so funny.
He's not wrong. And then he says, let's get this shit over with because I'm not messing with Tammy anymore. And then Amy says that she got a text from Tammy that Tammy's stomach is hurting her. And then Amy's like, this is not new. This is nothing new. If it's not her stomach, it's her joints. If it's not her joints, it's her back pain. It's always something every day. Something else is wrong. So this is not like new.
Yeah, we don't need to panic when she brings that up. I think is what it was. It's like when she says this happens every day. So do not let her be like, well, my tummy hurts. It's like, yeah, your tummy hurts all the time. Shut up.
Yeah. Tummy hurts all the time. Okay, so we are back. My interview is over. We are trying to pick up where we left off.
She did
we were
so
going in
good.
I think it went well. We'll see what happens. The only problem is when you're applying at the company that just laid off so many people, you're competing with everyone else who has the exact same amount of experience as you do. So there's a lot of people vying for the job. So it's like trying out for the cheerleading team in high school. It was dumb.
Who did that? Who would do that?
I did it in 8th grade. I didn't make
really?
it.
Are you sure this is recording right? Because mine is just rolling with sound waves.
Yeah, it's recording.
That's so weird. Okay, it just looks different. I don't know. Maybe I don't pay attention that much.
Are you looking at the wrong one? Are you looking at recording 41 or are you looking at the wrong one?
I don't know. I'm just
Okay,
gonna, you know what?
it's
I'm sure I'm
fine.
stop looking at it. I'm stop looking at it.
Your sound waves are moving. So, okay, we
Okay.
were walking into the hotel. The cameras remained outside. Dun, dun, dun. I hate when they do this, but dun dun dun. So,
Dun dun dun.
Chris basically this is all just audio, and this is where I had to really like listen to who was talking because they were wrong. Chris was like, "You're still dead set on going home," and Tammy's like, "Yes." And then Amy said, "Well, we need to go to the hospital to figure out why your stomach is hurting." And then Tammy's like, "I'm not going to the GD hospital." And then Amanda's immediately like, "Stop hollering." And then Tammy says, "It's not my stomach." And then Amy goes, "What is it? Your ribs?" And then Tammy says, "I will literally flip my shit." And then Chris says, "You've already flipped your shit. What the hell? That's normal."
You gotta love Chris just being honest with her. Like, it's a
That's
Tuesday.
yeah, it's Tuesday at 9:00 in the morning. Of course you're flipping your shit. And then Tammy says, "What is it y'all want?" And then Misty said, which they attributed it wrong, but Misty says, "We want to know what you want to do. If you're gonna stay with us and stay until we go home and do some stuff with us, or do you want a friend to come and get you?" And then Chris says, "But it'll be Thursday before you can even head out. And that's only one day early."
Yep.
That's it. And then they like talk a little bit in like the talking heads that Amanda reached out to a friend and he cannot come until Thursday, which means she won't be able to leave until a day earlier than they are. So what's the point?
Yeah. At that point, it's like, okay, well, I'll just watch, like, what is that called? Diners, drive-ins, and dives and stuff like that, and Chops. And we always watch Bar Rescue. I'll just stay in the hotel. It's fine.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I just here's the thing though. I would rather her go home with a friend if I were her siblings because I'm going to bitch about her. Like
Yeah,
the rest of this vacation is complaining about this one. And I
that's
don't
true.
want to, I probably would not want to be in a car with her for 7 hours. Absolutely not. Nope.
Yeah,
No way.
I can't imagine wanting to hang out with you after this.
No. And then Tammy's like, "Why can't I go home now?" And then Chris says, "Because none of us are taking you home. That messes up our vacation." And then Tammy says, "Oh yeah, because it's always about y'all." Bitch,
Aren't
are
they?
you serious?
They're not even in the. They're not even in the hotel room with her right now, are they? Didn't the
They are
crew,
in the hotel room with her right
yeah,
now.
but
The crew is
the
outside.
crew's not. Yeah, because they're
the
like,
crew's
well,
walking
okay, we'll
around a
respect
parking
you.
lot showing us cars. Like
Yeah,
that's all
and then
that's happening.
listening to the whole conversation.
Yeah, I love when reality shows are all like, "Well, let's go into this room and talk about it." You're mic'd up, idiot.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, we promise not to post that.
Yeah. But then Amanda's like, "That's not true." And Misty says, "You're the one making it all about you." And then
Yeah,
Amy said, "You're trying to interrupt our vacation." And then Tammy says, "I ain't interrupting nobody's vacation. I came here for y'all."
I don't understand that. I mean, she's such a narcissist. She really thinks that this vacation
She
wouldn't
did
happen
something.
without her. Yeah,
She thinks
like,
she's doing something. She thinks that she did them a huge favor by riding in the car for 12 hours for them and then ruining their first night. Where this is like, that was a big looking house. Like, the
yeah,
funnest part, like, what we usually do at the beach, like, we don't own a beach house, obviously, but we like
no,
split the cost, or usually,
yep,
like, a few of us split the cost of a beach house. And one of the funnest things to do when you're renting a new place is to run in and look at all the rooms.
yep,
And you ruined that for everybody.
yeah.
Like, you ruined it.
Yeah, she's just so selfish. I can't
And
stand
then,
her. I
yeah,
really
no,
can't. The
I
break did
can't
not
stand
change
her.
just didn't change that for me. I still can't stand
No,
her.
like, I'm like more annoyed and more amped, and I'm about to have
Ooh,
my second coffee of the day. So I'm like,
ooh,
I'm
it's gonna
over
get
her.
good. It's gonna get so
Girl,
good.
I also have to read Phantoms this week. So I have to read Phantoms by Wednesday.
That is a pretty long Coons
Dude,
break.
it is. And I'm only 138 pages in.
See,
And it has 432.
I wanted to read Door to December after our aunt passed away because I was
Yeah.
like, that was the one that she
That's a
gave me to
long
read.
one.
Yeah, and it's still on my like stack of books to read, and I'm like, oh, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
maybe.
you should tune into Chainlink on, when's Chainlink come out? Chainlink Theater on Thursday. We're covering Door to December, so I need to read the book so I can canon check it.
Wait, Door to December is a
Not Door to December, Phantoms.
Oh my god! I was like, wait, because Phantoms is the one with Ben Affleck, right?
Yeah, that's how we got there.
Yeah, I think
So
I don't remember what game I read when I was up there watching Sully when y'all were gone, but it was they had a movie of that, and I was like, we should watch the movie, and he was like, I don't want to.
Harold and the Purple Crown.
No, there was a Dean Koontz book I finished too, and
And he didn't want
I
to watch it
was
with you.
no, I think he was just because he would come out of his cabinet and then sit around the corner from me, like, why are you sitting in my bathroom?
He was such a sweet little boy. I miss my boy so much, but Sully like lived in like I still don't have anything. Not anything is placed in the cabinet he used to sleep in.
Yeah,
He used to just sleep in my bathroom cabinet after we moved to this house. And you knew he was coming because you could hear it would go clunk, clunk, clunk when he would come out of it. And then he would come to get his attention and affection, and then he would go back into his cabinet.
he was very much his mother's child.
He was a
very
little weirdo, and I loved him so much. You should have seen him when the boy, he was a chunky boy.
Yeah,
He
he's
ended up
adorable.
like we didn't find out till well the day he passed away that he had like a lot of health problems going on. So but so anyway,
But I
the
would,
fastest he ever moved was when the doorbell went off.
yep,
Like a cartoon, like the cartoons where they run in place and then they shoot out and their like skeleton or something is left there and then it catches up with them.
yep.
That was Sully. Like he would just run in place for like 10 seconds and then take off going. And he was like a 17-pound cat. So he was a
Yeah,
big boy.
he was a big boy. Yeah, I invaded his bubble when I got to babysit because I would set a timer and I would do an hour. I forgot I was doing something for an hour and then did something else for an hour and then my next hour was reading and I would just go in there and open that door and be like, okay, let's read out loud now for an hour, and he'd be like, oh my god,
He'd be like,
she's back.
that's what mom would do when mom would come up to watch him. She would open his cabinet door and leave it open and then open the window in that room. So it was super bright. So he would just be like, what the hell?
Yeah, he was a little goblin
Go
child.
He's a little goblin and I loved him so much. I miss him a lot. I sleep better though, to be fair.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah,
I
lot
do
less,
sleep a
like,
lot better not having people constantly fucking with me or my
yeah, it's
stuff
like, hey,
all night long.
hey, I need attention
But-
now. I know you're doing something, but it's probably not as important as this.
And
so
Spencer was even worse because Spencer, my dad nicknames, like, I don't know what we're doing right now, but it's fine. My
We're
dad
on the
nicknamed
same
my
one.
other baby Spencer the Spinstigator because he would just
Mhm.
instigate arguments between other cats and just stand
Yeah.
there like he was innocent. But he was one of those cats who when he wanted you to do something he would act like he was innocent, but then he would step all of his 4 paws on like the worst, like on your nipple, like on the worst parts of your body to have, and he only weighed 12 pounds, but it
Yeah.
felt like he weighed like 100 when he's just standing on these horrible painful parts of your body.
Yeah.
And then he would just stand there and be like, what? I didn't do it. And then you'd be like, Spencer, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're not waking up. And he'd be like, I know. But I'm going to start just slowly shoving all your shit off the bed. And the what's it called? Like the big moment, the climax of him trying to wake me up was always my Yeti full of water that he would knock off. And that would be the last straw.
So much noise. That would make so
and it would
much
spill
noise
water
on your hardwood
everywhere.
floors.
And then I'm just like, okay, well now I'm awake. Thank you.
He's
and
like, oh, are
you awake? Oh, okay. Well, I am a little peckish.
I'm a little peckish, and there's no food, so that's great that you're up.
Absolute dickhead.
Yeah.
Like,
would you like more water, Mother? Because the food bowl is in there with the water.
Yeah, you probably need to refill this. Actually.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He was
but and then his Kyle's had the same nightstand since we got married, and it's literally like a filing cabinet, like one of the short ones we found off the side of the road. And so stuff is so loud in there, and he would open the top drawer and just mess with the loose change in the metal like drawer. So he's such an asshole. I miss him a lot. Anyway.
Spinstigator was the perfect name. It's the perfect name.
Was amazing. He was a great boy. He was a dick, but I loved him. He was so funny.
He was fun to watch. He liked the socialization, but Sully never did. But I was lonely, so I was like, you know what? I'm lonely, and I'm just gonna assume.
Yeah.
But he would come out, and I would get so excited because I thought he wanted attention, and then he would just walk around the corner right out of arm's length and just like I
Yeah.
don't want you
That's
here.
what he
I'd be
did.
oh,
Like he loved me, and then he tolerated everyone else who smelled like me. So like
yeah,
he was fine with like dad and mom and you. He hated Kyle. Like
which is so
hated
sad.
him.
So
Which is
sad.
so freaking sad. But like
Yeah.
everyone else, like if you smelled like me, I guess there's something to be said about, I don't know, dad's sperm. I don't know. Is that
Yeah,
disgusting?
familial
Um,
smell. I don't know,
because like
something. Yeah.
dad, when they are babysitting, will sleep on my side of the bed. And so Sully would go and cuddle with like dad's back. But then if dad would roll over, Sullivan would be like, well, now I can't pretend anymore. I'm
Now I
leaving.
can't pretend that you're my mom. I
I'm
can't
leaving
do
now.
this. Yeah, because
But
he slept with me. He got to bed 1 or 2 times, and I was always just like,
because
oh!
you don't sleep in my bed, do you? You sleep in
No,
the
I sleep in
library?
the library. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't want to sleep in your bed. That's, I don't know. It's just not a place I feel comfortable. I'd rather sleep in the librry
Bitch, you
with the
didn't even
creepy
find my
dolls.
pantry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. We had pizza and breakfast sandwiches. We had a great
Yeah.
time. We don't need
That was
food.
great. Anyway,
We
what
don't
were we
need
talking
food.
about? None of them are taking her home.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. So none of them are willing to take
None
her
of these
home. And
people are
she's
taking her
just
home.
like, oh, it's all about y'all, which pisses me off so bad because you are making this entire vacation. We're talking about you and not
Yeah.
like reliving family memories, playing board games together, laughing, joking. We are all worried. We are all having to talk about you because you're having
Yeah.
a tantrum. Like, shut up. I can't stand this. And then Amanda goes, who are you on the phone with? And then Tammy goes, my business. So does that mean she was
Instantly.
actively on a phone call?
I don't know. Was she on a phone call or was her phone blown? Because you know how I hate this too. This is one of my pet peeves, but she constantly is on her phone when people talk to her, like
She is. Yeah.
constantly, and that
It's
drives
how
me
she shuts
insane.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if she was texting somebody, and everyone is looking around the room like, "Well, we're all here, so who the hell
Yeah.
are you
So
texting?"
who are you texting? Yeah, maybe. And then Amanda's like, okay, I'm done. And then
Yeah.
Chris says, just make sure she has something to eat. And then Amanda says, tell your little fuckboy in Las Vegas we said hello. And then Amy says, so that's why you want to leave because of that motherfucker right there. And then Tammy says, no, he's got nothing to do with it. And it's like, yes, he does. Because
Yeah,
every
he's
time you have a guy on
every
the
time.
side, you act like this.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every single time.
It's like Tammy wakes up every morning with like a thimble of kindness and love and compassion in her heart, and when she's in a relationship, then that's all she has for that person.
Yeah, and she has none for anyone else.
No,
None.
because I question. So here's my conspiracy theory about this, which I was going to ask you about anyway because I was thinking about it on our break. Do we think that she was talking to Philip? Because I'm just assuming that's who it is. Before they got up here, or do you think that when her family left her in the car, she texted him as like, "Oh my god, my family just left me in the car because they don't care about me," and that's why this went all kind of sideways.
You know what? Maybe because like maybe that is what happened because I don't think she was talking to him before this because I think if she had been talking to him before they planned the vacation, she just would not have gone.
See, that's what I was thinking too. I don't
So
think
maybe
she would have had fun. I think she probably reached.
Maybe the initial I'm not getting out of the car was genuine panic or stress. And then while they left the first time, she started bitching to him about it.
That's what I think. Because
and then just got more and more stubborn and more heated.
Yeah, because I think that Chris hit the nail on the head last week when he told her, then block his number. His number, get a new phone number. You do not have to have contact with someone who lives half a nation away from you if you do not want that contact. That is an easy thing to do. If you're not
from the States, it would be like it would take you a couple of days driving to get from Kentucky to Las Vegas. Like it's a long way away. Let me look.
Yeah, for anyone like in England or smaller countries, this is not a quick drive. That is
no, it's not.
Yeah,
it is.
So yeah,
it's never a good sign when they give you flights first.
Yeah,
it's
never
1,600 miles.
Yeah,
so 3,100 kilometers. That's how far it is.
This is not close. So no. I think so. What my theory is that they left her, and in that random moment, she opened her phone, and maybe he had texted her. maybe he'd been texting her the whole time, but she'd been ignoring it because she was with her family. But in that moment, she was like, yeah, they left me because they treat me like crap. And he was like, oh, girl, go get you a Twinkie and I'll send you some money. And
Or
you and
he
I
was
can
like,
hang
yeah, they
out.
do. Yeah, you do. And you know
Yeah.
who doesn't? Like, this is the thing that's really sad. And as much as I don't like Tammy, it makes me sad that this is her situation because I'm sure he was weaponizing her emotions or her anger
Oh,
at her
yeah.
family for his benefit. And like, but
For
look how
sure.
good I treat you. This is why
Yeah.
you need to come. Like, this is why you need to do X, Y, and Z. You need to just leave. Like, all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like, he
You know, I
just,
would never treat you like that. I would never
yep.
do that to you.
Exactly. And then Amy says in her talking head, like, let me get this right. You're talking to a dude who broke your heart, threatened you, you got a restraining order against him, and you're still talking to him. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. That's because
Correct.
I just, yeah, I don't. This just goes to show, and I'm not trying, I know that leaving an abusive relationship is very, very hard. Like, I
It
know
is,
it
yeah.
takes multiple times to do it, but this just proves that Tammy, I don't want to say can't be trusted, but I don't have any doubt in my mind that she reached out to him in this situation because she
Well, Amy
weaponized his
says it.
abuse. Yeah.
Because Amy says that now that she knows she's talking to Philip again, Amy doesn't feel like it's safe for Tammy to go home without her at this point
Yep.
because she knows that Tammy's spiraling. So
Which,
I think that's pretty telling too, because as much as Amy is exhausted with taking care of Tammy, Amy's still like, well, now that he's involved again, it's not a good situation for you to go home by yourself.
which
Like,
is really
and I'm
sad
not leaving early. So
because that means that Amy is more stressed out now on this vacation because every time Tammy's not with her, she's like, what is happening? Like, what is she
mhm,
doing? Like, is he
yeah.
ordering her food? Is she, I don't know, whatever else that she does with him. So,
Yeah. Who knows? But so basically Amanda walks out livid. Like
yeah.
livid. And it's raining, so everyone's just standing in the rain. And then I love it cuz Misty, Chris and Amy all go after her after
Yep.
they walk
They're
out.
like,
Um
oops.
and then she's like, so she's in there on the phone with Phil and she's been talking to this fuck boy this whole time. And then she says, he's probably told her something to get her in this mood. So all of her siblings know that this is accurate.
Yep.
Um, and then she says, and then I like that Amanda, I don't think gives herself enough grace that she is really good at calming down because Amanda says, if they're good, they're good. It's none of my business, like whatever. But you ruined an entire vacation. Like,
Yep.
I'm not going to get in the way of your relationship, but now you've ruined everyone's vacation. I should not have my first energy towards this vacation is anger. That should not be the
Yeah.
case.
Yep.
So,
Agreed.
yeah. Yeah, and then Chris and Amy are like, well, Tammy just wants Phil because he's bad for her, and I guess she's going to live life to the fullest and do what she wants to do until she can do nothing. So, yeah. And with that, the siblings leave. They leave her alone. They go to have their family photo taken. It looks like we've done that. Were you there when we did this, or were you not on that vacation?
No, I wasn't. I think I was already married at the time.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I've always wanted to do this, but I've never done it. So
Yeah.
and
Well, we
I
did
probably
it.
never will get to. So
Is the picture of Mom and Dad's hallway?
I think so. I think it's in the hallway.
Why would you never get to do it? The local amusement park does it.
Well, because I don't think I go anywhere where they do it other than the fair. And I wouldn't want to do it by myself. And Carl hates that time period.
I'll go do it with you.
Like, I think it would be fun, but I've never done it. So I just don't know. I don't know if that will ever be.
I bet
Also, I don't know how much it
Dollywood.
costs. So part of me is also like
probably like $60.
It's not bad for a photo, but I thought this looked like a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. Like, what's the price so much fun. I did love when, like, I know you're probably gonna get to it, but I love when they call Brittany a church lady and they're all hoarse. I'm like, oh my god,
they really are. Their boobies are out.
Their boobies
Like,
are out.
but
And it's
I wouldn't
funny.
call her a church lady. I would say that the way Brittany was dressed reminded me more of a madam.
That's what I was
Um,
about to say. Yeah, like she's like the one who owns the brothel. She
she
doesn't do the work
owns the
anymore.
brothel and
Yeah.
doesn't work anymore because she's made enough money.
Yeah,
That's
she's
the
like, I
vibe
don't
I
have to.
got.
I don't have to make my
Yeah.
money on my back. I make my money with my brains. You make
Yeah,
your
I
money
make
with
my
your
money
back.
by you are on your back. Like
Yeah.
that's the vibe I got. I think that
Yeah.
Brittany does take care of her girls. I
Hmm.
think that she has chopped off a few PPs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
have
the
no
vibe I
doubt
get.
she's got her own security and retirement plan, and probably like she's probably a high dollar brothel house. But yeah, that's what it looked like to me too.
That's the vibe I got. I did not get church lady. I got, oh, she's
Nope.
terrifying. She's
Yep.
like fancy at the end of the song. You
Yeah.
know? Like
Yeah.
that's what
She's
I
very
got.
much in control. Maybe she has a few admirers that still are like, oh yeah, she used to be great in the day, and then she's like, what'd you just say? It's like nothing,
Nothing.
ma'am.
Sorry. Sorry, ma'am.
Sorry,
Sorry,
ma'am.
ma'am. They
Yeah.
basically it's a really cute scene. Um I I don't like did the girls have their bras on? They had to have, right? Because there's no
It
way they're gonna let
didn't.
you go raw jubblies in those suits.
It didn't look like Amanda did, but
Maybe it
I
was
don't know.
down. Like
Yeah,
the
maybe she
straps were
pulled it
off.
down, but I also
Yeah.
don't know what kind of bras these girls wear. Like they may just wear sports bras, so it's easy to like. Because my bra is so hard to get on and off that I
It
couldn't really
is.
move it down like that. You know what I mean? So it depends on the bra, I guess. Because my bra would just be like, these are my bra straps. They're going to be in the picture because it takes an act of Congress to. I had Audie put my bra on,
Oh my
click my bra
God.
twice on vacation, I think, and she griped the entire time about
I don't
hooks.
understand why there's 5 hooks.
Because
That is
I am
so
endowed.
many hooks.
It is.
Like
It's a
I
lot
was
of
like,
hooks.
oh my God. This can like my bras, the most I've ever had is 3.
Oh my god! I don't think I've
I
had just.
haven't been able to go into a 1 hooker in a long time.
I don't think I've
Um
had 3 hooks since like grade school or like at least middle school.
well,
Like
in my defense, I haven't gotten measured for a bra in probably almost 20 years.
I
So
hate bra
the
shopping.
last time I
So
got a bra, I just measured myself and then ordered one on Amazon.
it worked though, didn't it?
I mean, it works ish.
It works ish. Okay.
I don't like wearing it. Like I'm a sports bra girl because like my plan, well, one of my goals in life is to never wear high heels ever again. I used to think they were so cute and they are
Yep.
really, really pretty. I
They're
love
so
looking
pretty.
at high heels. And if you can walk in them, more power to you. But they
Yep.
hurt. And I have
Yeah.
no desire to ever wear a pair ever again in my life.
I think that's a good goal. Like, yeah, I keep trying to do this whole like goals, and I'm just not good at goals anymore. I don't think. I
Well, that's
did
my one goal.
randomly. I did make an $1,100 payment to my credit card, so next month I should be able to pay it off. What?
Which one? The 0 interest one or the one you built back
The
up?
one I messed up on.
You didn't mess up. It's life. And honestly, like we've talked about it before, but summer is very much like a when bad things are happening, summer shops.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
that's what it is. And I don't think that you can I don't want you to, and I'm not saying you are or you aren't, but you did not mess up. You were grieving, and that's what happens with grief.
yeah.
Your waistline gets bigger, your credit debt gets
And my
bigger.
credit
That's what
limits are
happens.
but I think that means that by next month I should pay it off again.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
I'm so
super
proud
excited.
of you. That's
I know.
amazing.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pay this off before the summer, and then I can start tackling the other one, which should be down by 2-3 something by the time
Yeah,
we
and
start
it's 0
tackling it.
interest.
Yeah, 0 interest for a year. So as long as I can pay off that, which I'll pay this one off in 2 months, should be able to pay it off by December, and then I can go to Disney again. So
Hell
what?
yeah. Look at you
Yeah.
go. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
Super excited.
I'm excited for you. They basically all are like, oh, we wish Tammy was here, but it's her choice. And then I love this because Amy's like, well, when Gage looks at these photos, he's going to be like, where was Aunt Tammy? And I'm going to have to say, well, Aunt Tammy was being a bitch.
And you know what's sad? I don't have any doubt that that's what she's going to say to him
That's
either.
exactly what she's going to say. And I loved it so much. Well, your Aunt Tammy was being a bitch.
I don't know what.
Didn't come.
I don't know what you could dress her up as. Like, if it was a sci-fi thing, I guess she could be Jabba the Hutt. I'm sorry. I just really don't like this woman.
I was just, they'd have to put a hat on her and nothing else. Because, I mean, they said one size fits all, but no, I don't think.
one size fits, I guess, most of that situation.
Oh,
but
we're getting mean. Oh my
we're
god,
so mean.
we're getting mean.
To be fair, it's getting close to lunchtime too. So, and you've
Yeah,
had your
I just
second
opened.
coffee. Yeah.
I'm about to have it. Yeah.
So it's gonna get. I had an ice cream cone. Like we're getting
You've
serious
had
now.
no food today. You've only had.
That's not true. I had breakfast at Whataburger at 3 a.m. after
that does
bad
not
weather.
count. That does
It
not
totally
count.
counts. It totally counts. It was fine.
No,
It was fine.
that don't
It's
count.
food-ish, food adjacent.
So the next day, our siblings who are having fun go to Rowdy Bear Amusement Park, which is on the same road as the hotel Tammy's staying at.
Okay.
So,
okay.
The siblings
This is the next day? I thought it was still the same day. Is it really?
I don't know. Next shot.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
Next shot.
I was like, so all they did was just take pictures and be like, well, that was fun.
I think it was the next day. Wasn't everyone in different clothes? I don't know.
I'm not
Our
that observant.
next activity.
Okay, there
Our
we go.
next activity is Rowdy Bear Amusement Park. So the siblings go to ride this like roller coaster. It's more like a gondola situation. Like it's only like you have 2 seats, but it's separate. It's not like a train. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And so Chris's bucket list is to ride a roller coaster. He said when he was a kid, he tried to pull down the overhead thing and it didn't go, and so he had to do the walk of shame.
This is literally my fear, because when we did Tron on our last trip, I didn't try the test seat because I was like, no, I don't want to try it. Like I don't. We're in line.
I don't know why it's out in front of everyone.
Yeah, I wish
really
it was behind a wall. But
or
I
like
didn't
down
try
at the bottom behind. Okay, like the perfect place for it is down behind the old Space Mountain now Tron gift shop, but before you walk up the ramp. Like that's where it should be, over to the side before you walk all the way up to Tron.
Yeah,
that's where it
that would be perfect
but
place
anyway.
for it. But I was when I could not, because when I got into Tron, I'm not stupid. I didn't know how to sit. Like Audie told me how to sit 3 times, and I still sat completely wrong.
In your defense, you hate roller coasters, and
I do.
You were getting less and less talkative the longer the queue went. So you were stressing, and then you're also doing like the big sister thing, like, but my little sister's doing it. And so I have to go. And I was just like, you're going to love it. Like, it's going to be fine. And even if you hate it, it's like 45 seconds. You'll be okay.
And to be fair, you didn't think I was going to like it either. You're like, I'm lying. No. She's going to hate it.
Well, you just never tried it before. So I was like, let's at least go try, you know?
But being walked off is a pet. That is a fear. Like even on Flights of Passage, I always hurt myself because I get so close to the bar.
Me too. I always I get so much closer than you have to get because I'm like, and the same with Tron. I've ridden Tron now like 5 times, and every single time I'm like, oh my god, this time I'm not gonna fit, even though like I'll be smaller than I was the last time.
Yeah,
you know, like of course, this is gonna fit. It worked last time. It would not work today randomly. Yeah. So, yeah,
I just need to remember how to get on it. I need to just remember how to get on it next time because I can't wait to ride it again. But yeah, when Chris said that he had to get walked off, I was like, oh my god, that is like, because when we did FOP this time, there was a lady who didn't get on.
Yeah,
with us,
and that was upsetting because like I thought it was sweet that the little girl still rode, but then the poor little girl after it was over was like, "Oh my god, where's my person?
Where is my person?"
The cast member didn't get back to her fast enough. I don't think.
Yeah, I think that
because the cast member should have been. I don't know. Like I feel like how is that not someone's job? Like to be like, well, then I'm gonna ride with you. Like this is the replacement. Then this person is going to be with you the whole time.
Like, I wonder if they asked her, like they asked the lady that they walked off of Flights of Passage how old she was and determined that she is old enough to ride it by herself. Like, you know,
I think they
12.
asked her. Yeah, I think they asked her if she wanted to ride alone. And she was like, yeah. But then afterwards she was a little stressed. So,
but after when we were walking by them,
they were talking to her.
And they were getting it look like a fast pass or something, which I will say is one thing that Disney at least does, because that is a long ride queue to wait in to just be disappointed that you can't do it. So
yeah,
Oh, I can't imagine the
That is
heartbreak.
stressful, and I feel like
Yes.
it would break me. I don't
Yeah.
oh my god, because I
But
stress out about it, and because like, it's I this is what I don't like about Tron. Now we're talking about Tron.
now we're
Because,
talking about
like,
Disney again.
when the first time I was gonna ride Tron, because our mom is smaller than us, but, like,
Yeah.
the first time I was gonna ride Tron, the whole line, because I knew that it had certain regulations, and I was too embarrassed to do the tester seat.
Yep.
So I was like comparing my body to other women, going like,
Yep.
is she bigger than me? Is she smaller than me? Are her calves, because apparently what matters is your calf size. And I'm like, are her
Yes.
calves bigger than me? Are her calves bigger than my calves? And I hated having to do that. And it wasn't judgment or anything like that, but it was
No.
like, she fit and she's definitely bigger than me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she looks like she's getting walked off and she's smaller than me, but I think her legs are bigger than me. Like those
Yeah.
sorts of things. It's
It's a
stupid.
lot, and I hated that Chris had to go through this because I've
Yeah.
knock on wood, I've never been. I don't want to call it perp walk because perp walk is a different thing at Disney, but I've never been walk ashamed off of a ride.
Perp
But
walk is
that,
what we call if you get walked off of a ride that has stopped.
which
And
is
I
something
don't
we
know why we
always
call
want.
it that. I've done
we,
it once.
I've never
But
done
that's
it.
it.
I always want it.
I did it at
We,
Disneyland when Kyle and I were riding Pinocchio. We got perp walked for the first
ooh,
time ever, and it was fun.
I've
It was a lot
always
of
wanted to
fun.
get perp walked. We did kind of get perp walked this year at Magic Kingdom. They took us behind the back on the other side to get out of the park,
That
which
is
was
not. That is
kind of.
exiting the park. It
But it
was
was
a
on the
different
other
side
side.
though.
It
Yeah,
was backstage, which was kind of cool. But no, but
yeah.
Chris
Because
talking about this gave me anxiety.
You usually okay. Sorry. You usually walk. They'll open the side between Main Street and Tomorrowland for you to
Yeah,
walk by if there's a parade. But this year, and I don't know if we've just never been over here, but this year the side between Adventureland and Main Street was open. And that's where they
yeah,
like park all the Main Street cars and stuff. And it
yeah.
was
It was
so fun
cool.
walking behind there. There was so much more to look at. And like
Yes.
Summer and I were just like excited to see all this backstage stuff. And the cast members were like, okay.
Okay.
Welcome to the backstage area. This is where
Like,
we smoke. And I was like, oh
yeah.
my God, that's amazing.
It's like, look, there's someone's Toyota Camry. What?
Oh my God, there's a Toyota Camry.
Yeah, because I
It was
got
great.
the night that I was alone, they perp walked me out this way too. And the first time you and I did it, they weren't screaming at people. But the second time I did it, they were telling people, do not take pictures. No pictures. No pictures
Yeah.
are recording. I was like, oh. Because normally we just walk through the Emporium to avoid the parade. So
Yeah.
it was very cool. But yeah, when Chris was talking about this, it gave me anxiety for him. I was like, oh my God. But before he gets on the
Yeah.
ride, they make fun of Misty for being short.
Yeah, they make fun of Misty for being short. And then the guy, I liked this guy. I didn't catch his name, but like this guy is all like, oh, I can put $3.75 on each gondola. And then Chris is
Yeah.
like, well then nope, I'm out. And then Amanda's like, wait, what do you weigh? And he's like, I'm right at 375. And then the guy's like, oh no, like you're fine. Like
You're
that's just what
fine.
we tell people, And I
Yeah.
looked it up on the website and it says 350 per gondola.
Yeah.
So
I bet it's regulated higher than that.
I'm
And the
sure
guy was
it's
just
like 500. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
but
it
they
has
don't.
to be. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely safeties, and this is clearly a guy who I feel like this guy was the owner, not just some random teenager who's like, I don't care, get on the ride or don't.
Yeah. He was just like, no, I mean, he's safe. As long as the safety harness clicks, you're good. Like, we're good
Yeah.
with that. And then Chris is like, okay. And then we have to try him in one seat. And for some reason, that didn't work. And then
Yeah.
we move over to the other seat. And then Amanda's like, pick your roll up. Pick your roll up. And then he fits in the second seat and it clicks. And the guy's just like, you are safe. Do you feel comfortable? Like, are you good? And Chris
Yeah.
is like, yeah, I'm good. And it's like a shooting game, like where you fly and shoot, which seems like a lot because it seemed like it was whipping you. So I
Yeah,
don't know how
it
you
seemed
shoot.
this seemed intense. Like I'm not a roller coaster person. I do love Tron, but this seemed like something I don't think I would do. I don't know if I would
I
like
don't
because it
think
seemed
you'd do
like
it.
Soarin' meets Rock and Roller Coaster, and I'm not doing that.
Soarin' meets like Rock and Roller Coaster meets Buzz Lightyear because you have
Yep,
to
I'm
shoot.
not doing it.
So like that's a lot because Amanda was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it the whole time we saw her clips. And then they
Yep.
give Amy both guns because Amy's like, I'm the blind one. And then the guy's like, and she's like, give me both guns. He's like, you want to go do double barrel? And then this guy is just game for whatever. And I honestly loved it. And
This guy had fun
I
with
thought it was
them, and
cute.
I'm glad. I'm
He
glad that he helped
did.
Chris too, and I'm glad it didn't hurt him. I know mom and dad have stories. I don't remember. Do you remember what ride it was? Mom and dad rode something once, and somebody hurt dad trying to get him in a ride.
Yeah, that was at
Universal, wasn't it?
one of the amusement parks. But the guy just pushed it.
Yeah.
And dad, it hurt his stomach. So, and that was a fun roller coaster too. That was when we were on vacation without you.
Oh, well, never mind.
But yeah,
a lot of vacations without me once I moved out. This is a problem with being the oldest by so much.
Yeah, because you're the oldest by 5. Jacob is 5.5 years younger than you. And then I'm almost 8 years younger than you. So yeah, but you got married when I was 12.
Yeah.
So
I was outsy. But yeah, but this ride did look fun. It does not look like something I would do. And I'm glad Chris, which is funny because Chris said he wanted to ride a roller coaster. And I'm like, I don't know if I would count this as a roller coaster, but
no.
I'm glad you had fun.
No, I think that it's just what TLC arranged, which is great.
Probably.
But Chris is just still riding it while everyone else is kind of making plans for the rest of the night. And then they wonder if Tammy wants to go to dinner with them. And of fucking course, Tammy says yes to food. Yeah, she does.
Food and pee-pee is all Tammy cares about in life. She will get up for that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, well, like I don't know why they didn't offer her food to get her in the house.
Yeah,
like I would have been like, I will order you a pizza and wings if you get in this fucking house, and she probably would have gotten in the house.
Yeah, but I feel like I would have done it really demeaningly, probably because I would be ticked at that point. But come on, you want a Twinkie? Come on, chunky monkey, come get your Twinkie.
Well, you can't do that. You have to get her in the house and then do that,
and then do that.
Okay, yeah, you happy, fatty McBigback, idiot,
stupid.
You happy with your pizza?
You got your pizza now? You happy?
That
I don't know how you're gonna get out of the house.
I apologize.
We're so mean.
We're both hyper. Apologies. That's not nice.
I don't like her. I don't care anymore. I just don't want to be nice anymore. She's apologizing. Autumn's a nice person.
I'm apologizing. I think I'm being too mean. I shouldn't have said Fatty McBigback.
I'll say it. Fatty McBigback. I also made the comment about her face being too big. That's why she needs an iPad. So I just say things. So this is just me being me.
Okay, this is me being honest, and I'm so sorry if this offends you, but like when she was taking her selfies in the room, I like audibly went, ew. Ew.
It's so cringy.
Nobody
it's
wants
like
that. Like,
ain't nobody want that but one dude in Las Vegas.
Nobody wants that. Stop making your like duck lips. Nobody wants this. No and your peace sign that
yeah, no.
I feel bad. I just don't like her as a person, so it's really hard to like I don't know.
It would be nicer if there was something redeemable about her, but at least in this episode there is zero redeemable qualities. Like zero.
Yeah. She's an awful person. So speaking of Tammy, we go to pick her up for dinner, and the family like brings a trailer to bring the electric wheelchair to make it easier for her. And so Tammy's like, well, I decided to go out because I'm feeling a little better. And it's like, you never felt sick. I do not think you felt sick. Or you felt sick in the way like, you know how if you are feeling sick and you're at work, it gets worse because you don't want to be at work. And so you just feel sicker than you actually are. That's probably what was happening.
Yeah, I'm sure she's just hungry because she probably cleared out all the vending machines in this poor hotel. So she's probably out of food. She's like, there's no
Summer,
food here.
We need to hurry this up because you are getting so freaking mean. Okay.
I'm just saying.
You're getting so mean. This is my favorite episode though, ever.
Yeah. There's a lot of mean things to say.
She gets in the electric wheelchair, bitches the whole time, obviously, and then says like, this is what she says in her loyal talking hymn. I understand having the wheelchair is easier on my family and stuff, but in the long run, is it? They got to lift my legs so I can get on the pad. It's a hassle. And it's like, you weigh 650 pounds. It physically harms them to push your ass around. This is easier. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would rather lift up your legs for 2 seconds than push you physically up a mountain.
If
Like,
you just
no.
go back in the same episode to Michael pushing her in the hotel, he is
He's
straight up almost
horizontal.
horizontal trying to get her
Yes.
to move. There is no way that an electric wheelchair is hard or bad for her. This 1,000% needs to be what's happening, and I guarantee you, this was part of the plan from the get go, and she knew about it. Like, oh, this will be great. I'll have independence. But now we're just griping about everything because she's an
Why do you
ungrateful
think
cow.
she is so anti-electric wheelchair? Why do you think
Because
she prefers her family to manually push her?
I think it probably goes back to some kind of abuse thing, which I'll give her a break for that. But I think she doesn't like not having her family cater to her. And independence means that she's not the center of attention. Because if you and I are walking side by side, I don't have to keep watching you step. But if I'm pushing you, you are the center of my moments. So I think it just goes back to the fact that that's why the fit in the van took so long, because she was the center of attention. Like, I think that's why she was mad about Amy having the glages. I mean, it's Glenn, right? Is it Glenn?
No, it's Gage. It's the kid from Pet Cemetery. You like Pet Cemetery.
I can't ever remember that. I can't ever remember this kid's name.
How is Glenn an easier name for you to remember?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Gage is most of the name in Glages. Like, how are
That's true, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it is. It's most of it.
The only thing Glenn has is the L. That's it. And the rest of it is Gage.
So Gage is the first one. I need to write a note.
Gage is the first baby, and then Glenn is the second baby. So
I don't even know where I was going with that now, because I just can't remember this kid's name. I can never remember his name.
Oh my god!
I'm like, the Glages.
How are you? If we ever do Sister Wives, how the hell are you ever going to keep up with all of the kids?
I'm not. I'm big. Which one was
how
that?
How many kids are there? There's 6, 12, 13,
already
18
out.
kids. 18
already out.
Kids. That you have to keep up with.
I don't even know Mom's birthday. I don't remember stuff like that. Like that. That's not a thing.
That's gonna be so annoying if we ever did Sister Wives, because you would be like, "Whose kid's that?
Whose kid's that? Who's that?
Whose kid's that?
I'm assuming that's Macaroni Hair, but I don't know who else's kid that is. But it's Ramen Noodle Hair's kid.
It's Ramen Noodle Hair's kid.
I don't know who else that is. I don't know who else that is.
But then he adopted him, so they're his.
Do they look like him? I hope none of the kids look like him. He's not attractive.
Kids?
No, like any of them. I hope none of them look like him. He's not attractive. Hopefully those genes are recessive.
Some of them look like him, but not. They don't have his shark eyes. So,
that's good. No dead eyes. I like that.
No, because his eyes are shark eyes now. They're freaky deaky.
No, he's not.
But
he
I don't.
Creeps.
None of them, like, on the surface to me, look like Cody.
Okay, well, that's
like
good.
Thinking of their faces, none of them look like Cody. I mean, they've all come out and basically said that all the parents are terrible, though. I saw this interview that McKelty gave that basically said, and I'm paraphrasing, it was a recent interview, and I don't remember who it was with, but I was watching a video where she said that tattletaling was such a big deal that it went beyond just like tattletelling. Like, if a sibling did something, you could get, like, basically it created an environment where if someone outside the family hurt you, you could still get in trouble for tattling.
What?
She says she hasn't processed her trauma yet, but I don't know if she implied it or if she said it, but she said that she got hurt by another neighborhood kid, and then she got in trouble for tattling.
Is McKelty Christine's?
Yes.
Is she the one that doesn't have any contact with Christine? Because isn't there one that basically cut off contact with everybody?
Are you thinking of Gwendolyn?
Maybe.
Because Gwendolyn didn't go to the wedding.
Okay, because I knew there was one that was just like, no, I'm not doing this. Which makes me think that at least Christine, for all of her fakeness, probably wasn't a great parent. But that's just me. I don't know. Her book was very self-serving.
I don't think having as many kids as they had with as little money as they had could ever foster an environment of love. These kids, there's no way to give them the attention that they needed.
It could. I
I
mean,
don't
because
know.
how many kids do the Pitt Jolie family have? They have like
5?
8.
They have Maddox, Pax, Knox, Vivienne, Shiloh, and Sahara. So 6.
Okay, it was like, but all those kids have basically dropped Pitt from their last name.
Right. But I don't I
I
get what
think
you're saying,
Pax
but they also
Pax
have so much money that she could afford to not work. And
yeah, and
the
take
Brown
care of
family
them,
didn't have the money to pay for these kids.
which is why they shouldn't have had
So
those many kids. That's the whole part. Okay, we're just taking a sister wives break and a Mormon and a
this is going to be
polyamory
such a
break.
long
This is a
episode.
long episode,
Okay.
but here's my issue with this. Even biblically speaking, to have that many kids means that a man has to be able to take care of that many kids and his wife.
I think
Cody
that
was
that
broke
part
from the
of the
beginning.
yeah, I think that that part of scripture is not ever remembered
Yeah,
conveniently. You just create an army of indoctrinated little kids.
and that's
That's
why I
it.
don't. I mean, because here's my deal. I really don't care. I really honestly don't. Like, if somebody wants to marry 2 women and have 12 kids, I don't care. But I
Yeah,
think you need to be responsible to both your partners and your 12 children. And I mean, like, these need to
I
be like
agree.
great kids who are they know they're loved. I mean, I'm not saying, I know that parenting can only go so far. Like, kids have issues, but this is the problem. If you can't control one wife or 2 wives with 3 kids, then you don't need 12. Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. So
Yeah.
that's just
I
my
mean, I would
my
take the word control out of there, but yeah,
yeah.
I think that if you
Yeah.
can't satisfy and
There you go.
maintain the
That's a better word.
relationships of 3 wives,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
If
but
you
yeah,
if anyone in that situation of 3 is unhappy, then whatever else trickle down is happening with the children has to stop. It's like,
oh my god,
okay,
you're gonna love this. There's one episode where they meet another polygamous family. I think it's not the Dargers, it's someone else. I don't remember their names, but he says because he read like a bunch of parenting books because he knew he was going to be a polygamist basically. So he read
okay,
parenting books and relationship books preparing for that day. I think it's him. And he says that if my wife is jealous or unhappy with her sister wife or like the relationship she sees me have with her sister wife, I'm not doing something right in that relationship
agreed,
because
100%.
I'm not satisfying my wife and making my wife feel loved if she's jealous. And then it cuts to Cody and Cody's like, I'm not responsible for that.
I
Yes, you
1,000
are.
But see, that's the
Yes, you
difference, because I
are.
bet that guy is still married, and if not, he has at
Yeah.
least a decent relationship with his kids and his wives.
I would hope
So
so because I think I think that their family could have worked if Cody wasn't a narcissist. I think that their family could have worked if Cody genuinely loved these women. And I
yeah,
also think it could have worked if the women acted more like a coven. Like
yes,
you have to be a girl's girl to be in that system. You need
you
to
would.
not compete with each other.
No, you would have to 100% love your sister. I mean, and that's why it never made sense to me. Why would you marry a woman that you don't like, that your wife doesn't like?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't
That's
bring in a second part. Not that, I mean, I would, because I hate to do dishes and laundry. But you know what I mean? Like, I would make sure that I like her. And it's like, yeah, I can hang out with
yeah.
her when you're not here,
I guess
and
that's
you can
why
hang
I
out with
think
her.
thruples make more sense to me, like or
Yeah.
poly relationships where they're like all like I don't know. It just makes more sense to me like I love this person as much as you and if you're not if you're not gonna not have sex with her and then have sex with me, that's not happening. If you're
Yeah.
not having sex with that woman, you're not getting it from me either. Like
Which
that's
is
what's gonna be,
why
which is
Big
how they
Love
do
made
it
more
in Big
sense.
Love.
Yep.
Oh my
Big Love,
god.
right?
That is why Barb is the best freaking sister wife ever.
Yeah.
What the heck?
It's like, you're not doing that. No, sir. Mm-mm.
Yeah, like no, I'm not sleeping with him. Nobody's sleeping with him.
And
And then
everyone's
when
like,
he started cutting off Nikki, like in the later seasons, everyone should have done the same thing.
yep.
Like, okay, well then you're not sleeping with any of us because you're
Yeah.
not going to treat Nikki like that and still
Yeah.
go and get your jollies other places.
No, and that's why. Well,
Yeah.
but Big Love also had the scenes where the wives would sit down with their calendars and be like,
And make a
"Okay, let's plan
plan.
this."
And
Because
like that's another thing. Cody never had a schedule because
no, he
Cody
did
would
what he
just
wanted.
decide based on how served he was by a certain wife where
Yeah.
he was going to be. And it should have never been like that. It should have been like, no, this is your 2 nights with Christine in a row, or
Yep.
like, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, what are we talking about?
No.
We're talking about this. We're eating dinner.
Yep.
So then Tammy
By the
tells her
way,
family that she doesn't like the electric chair. I mean,
which
wheelchair.
electric chair might help her.
I mean,
she's some shock therapy.
I mean,
Sorry.
she has some theories about lethal prison.
Yeah.
What is it called? Executions. I don't know.
I think it's time.
Oh God, I think it's time. Okay, so she doesn't like it.
No.
And
Who
then
cares? Who cares? I don't
Amy
care.
says that Tammy seems to be in a good mood, but she 100% knows that it doesn't matter and that Tammy's going to go home early. She was like, yeah, she's in a good mood, but she's still going to leave.
But I don't even see her being in a good mood, because she is like bitter beer face the whole time. Yeah, just because she's not yelling doesn't mean that she's in a good mood.
I think that the fact that she was even willing to get in the electric wheelchair,
let's just call it the electric chair.
It means that she is in a decent mood. But I agree with you; it's 100% just to go get food.
Yep,
that's the only reason why she's willing to play nice. And they go to a place called Monster Mash Burger, which I think is still closed. And then they act like it's a big deal.
I thought this looked fun. I thought this looked fun.
It did look fun. And then they're like, Amy, why did you pick this place? And Amy says, because I've always wanted to dine with the horror people.
Which it's so sweet of Amy, but
it is so sweet, but it's just like, because it's not cool. That's why.
I mean, and just be like, because I wanted to go here and it was my turn to pick an activity.
This is the one thing I wanted to do. Yeah.
Yeah, because I would go do that 100%. I love horror movies. For sure.
How old is Gage?
I don't even know who that is. No, I'm just kidding.
Stupid. I'm gonna see how far he can see.
He's starting to. She swam and he's crawling. So I'm gonna guess like 9-10 months.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to see how old he is and how 11. Far away they can see.
Oh, you mean like when she's talking to him at the table?
Yeah, because I was wondering if he even can see that far. I don't know. Anyone with babies, can babies see across a table? Can they see that far?
Glages, look at me, Glage. Glagey, look.
I feel like he probably could, but I love it because Gage, she's so far away, Gage isn't engaging at all.
No.
Because his mommy's right next to him, and there's also a camera in his face. And then she's like, does he not recognize me? Do I look different? And then Amy says, Aunt Tammy's in her stripper outfit.
I don't understand.
Because she's wearing this like pink halter top kind of thing.
Yeah, she looks basically naked, which is clearly another indication that there's a dude somewhere. Because she's showing all sorts of skin, which don't get me wrong. I'm 1,000% behind. Girl, you wear it. You rock it. I don't care. But this is not how she normally dresses. And no one else is dressed in.
Doesn't she also have makeup on?
Yeah.
She did. Yeah.
And no one else is dressed like they're in Florida in July. You know what I mean? Like no one else is like, oh my God, these booty shorts are too much fabric. But she is. And it's like, okay. And I don't know why she asked that. Like, do I look different? It's like, yeah, you look like a bigger bitch than you were 2 days ago. I don't know. Like I
just love like Aunt Tammy's in her stripper outfit. That's why you don't recognize her.
That's your Aunt Tammy. She looks easy right now, right?
Then they have to talk about their diets. Like, are we going to stick to it today or not? You're on vacation. Don't worry about it. It's a problem for later.
Everyone knows after state lines, calories don't count. They can't catch up with you.
They don't count. It's like, I love the Fran Drescher thing from The Nanny where she's like, I'm just going to grab a piece of pizza. And then she puts 2 on top of each other. And then Maggie is all like, that's 2 pieces of pizza. And she's like, if you eat them on top of each other, the body doesn't know.
Yeah, it's like, it's fine.
Piece of pizza.
Don't stress. Don't stress.
But like, and then Tammy orders her food. I don't know what she gets. I think she gets queso fries. And then she says,
she gets
my toilet's going to love me later.
Gross.
Ew. That is disgusting.
Do you think this guy's a fecal philiac too? Or is it just...
Please don't say that. That's nasty.
I don't know. I don't know what else she does for this dude. It's like, is that...
I don't know, but that's gross.
So gross.
That's gross. And then everyone starts, like, Amanda starts being like, well, Amy's overeating. And I'm like, leave her alone.
No, she basically, it sounds like she got the triple dipper, the fried entree thing, which is one of my favorite things to order in a restaurant, because I feel like I love sampler plates at restaurants, people. If
Yeah.
we ever go, somebody get the sampler plate, because I just want to try everything. I just
Right.
want to try everything. But
And I'm not trying to say anything, right? Amanda
right, of
has
course.
had bypass, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything, but she's not.
Amanda's not tiny.
She's not bypass. She's not a tiny woman at this point.
No.
She is now, because she's had it again. But like, so I guess I'm just like, pot kettle. Like, let's not worry about what Amy's doing when you've, no offense, but you've clearly gained back probably a larger portion of what you weighed before your surgery.
Yeah, and the only reason why Amanda looks more proportional is because she's taller than Amy.
Yeah, and she's got
Amanda
big old
looks
boobs.
Yeah, Amanda looks curved. And Amy looks round
curvy.
because it's just how their bodies are shaped.
Well, because didn't Amy say she's 5'4", so she's my height?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's super short. She's shorty short.
Shut up. I'm not that short. Like, okay,
5 inches shorter than me.
No, I am not. No, I am not 5 inches shorter than you.
5 inches shorter than me.
You are on Delulu lemonade. Oh my God. You are like 5'6", maybe.
5'9", same as Dad.
Liar. Okay. All right. I'm not coming down until Jacob gets here, but we're all measuring every single person, every single one of us. I'm so sick of all of y'all. We're measuring. Anyway,
she's had a freak out right there.
Because you're not 5'9", you're a freaking liar. So anyway, Amanda's digging in her bra, which at the dinner table is kind of like, this is where I think it kind of starts to go wrong, because Amy's like, why are you digging in your bra? And Amanda's like, it's my pocket, excuse me. And I'm like, okay, well, there's the anger that you have for your sister, because that's an overreaction.
Was it Amy or Tammy who asked her about digging in her bra? I thought it was Tammy.
Tammy.
Was it Amy?
Tammy,
okay.
Sorry. Did I say Amy?
No, yeah, you did.
Tammy.
I was like, wait, I thought it was Tammy.
Tammy's like, why are you digging in your bra? And Amanda's like, it's in my pocket. Excuse me. And I'm all like, oh, well, we're at the table.
I am guilty of putting things in my bra also, but I don't put money in my bra anymore or things like that, because I feel like this probably is nasty. Like, I saw this pockets, or titties aren't pockets. So if you hand me money from your titties, I'm gonna spray that stuff down with Lysol before I pick it up. I was like, that checks out.
Yeah,
I do put my bra. I put my phone in my bra a lot when I don't have pockets.
I used to do that a lot.
Phones have gotten bigger though, and it's harder.
Well, now I only buy leggings and shorts with the built-in pockets.
Oh, see, that's smart.
And if I don't have pockets, I just give it to Kyle.
You see, I don't have leggings with pockets. I need to do that.
You need to just do them. They're on Amazon. They're not bad. They're not. You can't dry them. That's the only thing. Just don't dry them. You just have to hang them up. That's the only difference. They take honestly, Summer, they take like an hour and a half to dry because they're so thin.
See, I may need to look into that, especially if we end up going to Disney in the winter.
Yeah, you're going to need them.
I'm going to need pockets because, I don't have pockets in my leggings. So that's why my phone is in my bra a lot in the winter, because it's like, and...
Yeah, I stopped doing that because my boobies were pressing buttons.
Yeah, mine will randomly start playing Spotify or something sometimes, or I'm like, well, that's great.
So I'm just like, oh, okay. And then the heat from your boob makes your phone, especially in Florida, makes your phone even hotter. So then like your phone's like, I'm dead. Like, you're gonna have to put me on ice. Like, I am a dead phone. Yeah, so I have to stop doing that.
Yeah, you try to charge it. It's like, I can't charge. I'm going to die.
I'm overheating, lady. Put me in ice. So
like anyway, I know you've got courtesy water. Just get me one too.
Just dunk me in it. Just put me somewhere safe.
Yes.
But basically, Amanda, they just get the photos back from the photo shoot. And so they're all looking at the photos. And then Tammy goes, I know you're not about to rub it in my face that I didn't go. And
which is not what's happening.
Why can't you be excited for them, or be like, you know what? I do wish I had gone. Or like, oh my God, looks like you guys look so funny. Like, you don't have to make it about you. You don't.
This is why we know, and this is just my thing. This is how you know that she was lying and faking about being sick. Because if I am truly sick and y'all come back from like Walmart and be like, oh my God, Summer, look what all we got. We got so much fun. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm glad y'all had fun. I'm feeling better now, but that does look like fun.
You wouldn't be like, don't make me feel bad for not going.
No, because if I'm
Yeah.
genuinely sick, I don't give a flip about what y'all did. It's like, well, I threw up 3
Yeah.
times, but I'm glad y'all had fun, and that's
Well, it's
great.
like this just
Def
happened at Disney because our mom got sick
Yep.
and she wasn't like jealous or acted weird about anything we did while she was in the
Yeah.
room.
She was like, "Oh, well,
I
I'm glad
mean,
y'all got to go do Ratatouille." It's like, okay,
yeah, yeah,
calm down,
no.
calm down,
But
Karen. It's
then
fine.
Amanda just is like, girl. And then Tammy says, I wish I didn't come now. And then Amanda says, please don't start. Like, just don't
Yeah,
start.
we're
And
having a
then
good
they end
time.
it. They're trying to have a good time. And then Amanda
Yeah,
says, does the wheelchair help your mobility? And then
yeah,
Tammy says, I mean, I know it helps y'all out. And then Chris says, it's a blessing to have. We just plug that up at night and you wheel yourself around. Like, it is so
yep,
much easier than hurting myself.
yeah.
And then
Which is great
Tammy
because
says,
they did a subject change so fast.
they did.
Just
They're really trying to not argue.
they just want to have
Um,
a good time with her, and you just clearly can't.
she just won't let them.
Yeah,
And then Tammy says, I mean, it was difficult using the chair. I don't know what's going on. I've never used one. Plus, I didn't want the thing in the first place. So I'm wondering, like, is this more for me or for them?
oh
This is
my
in like her
god,
little talking head. And it's like,
it's
why
for
does it
them.
matter if it's more for them? If you can make your family's life a little better by
Yeah,
learning how to use this so they can just be your siblings and not your caretaker for a little bit, how is that a bad thing? And how
yeah,
come why does it matter? It seems like it's a score thing. Like,
yeah. I don't
I'm
know why you
keeping
can't just
score.
like
Yeah.
because like to me this is no different than like a bidet. Like if we were having to change mom and dad, I would insist they got a bidet in every toilet because if y'all are still getting there, that does so much of the work for me.
Oh my
And
gosh.
you know,
How many of you guys are on the bidet team? Because bidets are
oh my god,
amazing.
I love mine. I
I
hate
I
pooping in
highly
public.
recommend it. I will say
Yeah,
the first like time I ever used it, I was like, "Oh my god, that's weird. I don't like it. I don't want it." And
yeah,
then I was
me
like, "No,
too.
you need to make sure you use it for 1 week
Yep.
and then you can decide if you don't like it." And then by like the 3rd day, I was a converter and now I miss it when I'm gone.
Yeah, it is. It is a great. It is. It is ridiculous we don't have them, but because every
I know.
time, like when our grandma was sick and I was having to wipe her and all that, grandma and I
Yeah.
had conversations about if you could make it to the bathroom, I will buy you a bidet because that would make all of this so
So
much
much easier.
easier. And
Yeah.
to me, this is the same thing. It's like even if you don't like it, if it makes your family's life easier, why wouldn't you just do it? Like, yeah, the wheelchair's for your family. So what?
Yeah. Yep, because then Amanda, because they're still not trying to fight. So Amanda's like, this does take the burden off the body because like it hurts me to push you. And
Yeah.
then Amy has the audacity to talk it all. So
Yeah,
Amy
how
says,
dare
like,
she?
what do you think now that you have like some experience driving it? And Tammy's like, I don't have any experience driving it. I just got in it. Leave me alone. Fuck. Which I don't know if she said fuck. Maybe she said slut. I don't know. But she said something at the
Yeah,
end.
they beeped it
I'm
out.
just into it's what did we do last time we did what's it called? Not ad libs. What's it called?
Oh,
Um
Mad Libs.
Mad libs. Mad
Yeah.
libs cursing. So
Yep.
I'm saying that that's that word. And then Amy is like, "Well, I meant now that you've seen how easy it was." And
Yeah, because
then
she clearly did this from the hotel to the car, and then from the car to the restaurant. So she has used it at least
she's tried.
twice.
She got all
Yeah.
the way to the table with it. And
Yeah.
then Amy is still like, this is why I don't understand why she talks to Amy like this because Amy is just asking questions. There's no
Yeah.
reason for the rudeness. Because then Amy's like, well, I mean, like, now that you've seen how easy it is. And Tammy's like, it's not easy. And then Amanda is like, it is easy.
Yeah.
Because I'm glad Amanda's here, honestly, because the rest of the fight is Tammy and Amanda. And
Yeah.
then
Because I
Tammy
think
tells,
Amanda just gets right in front of Amy with the what is that, like a riot shield? Like, nope, we're not done.
yeah,
We're done with that now.
yeah.
you can
Um,
aim at me.
Yep. And then Tammy immediately says, will you shut up to Amanda? And Amanda says, Tammy, you're not going to keep hollering at me like that. Everybody's bent over backwards for you, basically. And it's
Yeah.
rude. And
Go
then
Amanda.
Tammy says, now what's rude is you keep running your fucking mouth. And then Amanda says, bitch, don't try me like that. And then Tammy says, shut the fuck up for once. And then while this is happening, where the volume is really high at this point,
Yes.
we see a poor family walking into the restaurant behind them with all
Can
of their
you
faces blurred out.
Can you imagine like walking and hearing this family like with a camera crew just screaming profanities at each other? Which
I probably wouldn't go there that day.
no, I think I would turn around and be like, I'm not doing this. And then
I'd be like, whatever that is, I don't want it. No,
yeah,
thank you.
apparently the food's not that good because these people are miserable. So let's go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Let's go to McDonald's.
I do think it's interesting that the family didn't sign the waiver, you know?
Yeah. I wonder what their faces were like. Were they like, oh my God?
I wouldn't have gone there. I would have literally been like, because I don't like, I mean, I guess it's just being, I don't know if this happens in other countries, but like, due to like, I don't like loud noises in public at all. So like anytime I hear someone yell or something drop or anything like that, my heart rate just skyrockets.
Yeah.
So I would not, if I saw a fight happening outside of a restaurant, I certainly wouldn't go to that restaurant.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But then Tammy says, every time I want to say something, you keep fucking interrupting. So shut the fuck up for once. And then Misty says something and I couldn't hear it. But Amanda refers to Misty next and says she's the one acting like a dummy.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Misty said.
I thought Misty probably was like, guys, can we just calm down?
Stop acting dumb or something like that.
She's closer to Amanda. Amanda's like, I think Amanda's at that point now. Is like, I'm not taking the blame for this fight. Absolutely not.
Yeah. And then like Tammy says again, because she has no other argument, how about you shut up for once? And then Amanda says, why don't you get out of that motherfucking chair and make me? And then Tammy says, I will, bitch. And then Amanda says, win, which chef's kiss. Love it.
Amanda is a queen this season. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Amanda just not taking anything from Tammy. Like, get up and do it. Let's go right now. Get
up. Let's go.
Yeah.
I will beat your ass down like I did when we were kids. Get up.
Yeah.
No
problem.
I personally love it so much. And then instead of saying when she's gonna do it, Tammy says, you won't shut up. How am I supposed to fucking say anything if you keep fucking talking? And then Amanda says, just wait till these cameras ain't rolling. And then Tammy says, you're going to stay the fuck away from me.
Which we watched this on vacation too. And Tammy
she
visibly
dodges.
Flinches. Yeah, she moves
flinches.
Away.
Like you can't see it in this episode, but in the next episode, there's a different camera angle. She moves away from Amanda. Like Amanda is going to pop her. Like I think she's genuinely afraid that Amanda's going to kick her ass.
I 1,000 billion trillion % think Amanda was the one who had no problem throwing down with any of these people.
Yeah.
Because Tammy does not flinch or is afraid of anybody but Amanda. Because Amanda, as soon as Amanda stands up and is like, you just wait till these cameras are off. She's like, you're not going to come near me. I'll lock my door.
I personally my favorite part is the like, why don't you get out of that motherfucking chair and make me? And then she's like, I will. And she's like, win. Do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then
this was definitely a sibling fight of you wait till mom and dad aren't home. I'm going to destroy you.
Murder you. Yeah. And then Amanda says, you can kiss my ass. And then at this time, it kind of shows everyone else at the table who are all face palming and hiding their faces.
Yep.
Like
it's embarrassing.
They're all like, oh my God. And then after Amanda has left the table, Tammy like mutters like, get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Yeah. Like under her breath to make sure her sister didn't hear it. Which
like you get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Which is like, great
what
because
are you doing?
I feel like if I was an instigator and I wasn't related to this family, I'd be like, oh, what did you say? Amanda,
what did you say?
Amanda, I think she said something. Come back. What'd you say? Say it again. Say it to her.
It's just such
Turn around.
a coward thing to do, to be like, you better run. You better get out of here.
I got the last word. This is literally, do you remember that scene from Lilo and Stitch where Nani shuts the door and then Lilo screams and runs? That is literally what this is, what's that thing like?
Oh,
two clips that give the same energy. This is that moment. Tammy is so terrified of like.
It reminds me of like there's a part in Superstore where Jonah, the two of the characters are talking. It's Jonah and a guy named Mateo, and they keep talking. And every time Jonah finishes, Mateo says something, and then eventually Mateo's like, "I want to talk last." This is what it is. You just want to talk last, and that's fine. You go ahead and do it.
She is,
it cracks me up. I really think. Have you guys ever seen the video of the there's two like boys playing ping pong. Is that what's called?
Oh my
Ping pong
gosh,
tabling?
yes, at the ping
And
pong table.
the little one like loses and spikes the ping, like throws the ping pong paddle straight at the older sibling,
Hits him
smacks him in the face.
face.
And he goes like, fuck, and then throws the whole table down. And then the little one just starts screaming because you know you're going to get, like, as a little sibling, you know you're about to get beat down.
This is, and we find those videos hilarious, by the way, but
We do.
There's just
They're
a
quite
difference.
funny.
Because, like, I don't know if you talk about it, but like Bruce, who has that video about bribery, about him being
that one's a
blackmail.
good one.
But his
That
big
one's a
sister
hilarious
blackmails him, and I made Audie watch it because I thought it was hysterical. Because his big sister basically blackmails him for like 5 years, and he finally gets the guts to be like, "I'm not gonna be blackmailed by you anymore." She's like, "I wouldn't have turned you in. I would have got more trouble for that." Like, you're so dumb. And he's just like
me as a younger sibling is like, this is horrifying. This is so realistic.
She stopped
it's not
laughing
even funny.
so fast. She was like, "It's not funny.
Not funny at all. Not funny."
Yeah, because I was laughing and she was like, "This is reality.
This is
though.
my life. This is life. I don't know what you think is so funny." Jeez.
But yeah, this was that moment because for sure Tammy is terrible. Because honestly, I feel like what should happen, which I haven't seen the next episode all the way, so I'm super excited for it. But I feel like what needs to happen is that, hey, Amanda wants to take you home by herself, so we're just.
I think that they probably need it, honestly, like
because Amanda's
Tammy's just going to shut down.
Amanda's just gonna beat her.
But I love. Have you ever seen the videos where people like will pretend to yell at like where they'll like pull up to someone in traffic and be like, "This guy cut me off," and then they'll like roll down their window just like an inch and be like, "May, what the fuck you doing, man?" And they'll just whisper it the whole time, like, "What do you do? Why do you do that?" It cracks me up every single time. I don't know why, but that's exactly the energy she gave with the "get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, because she's not. The problem is that everyone else caters to Tammy so much. Amanda doesn't, because Amanda, I think, is the only one who could and can stand up to her and is not afraid. I think Amanda would, like, if Tammy would have stood up and squared up, I have no doubt Amanda would have squared up at her. And Tammy probably could have given as good as she got, but I don't think Amanda would have backed down.
No.
I think she would have been like,
like, honestly, like, think about, okay, this might be mean. I don't know. I feel like I've said that a lot this episode. So this episode is probably our meanest episode we've ever done.
But Tammy's the most horrible.
How hard would it be to lift her arms? If she took all the energy to stand up, do you really think she could, like, how much do her arms weigh? Probably a lot. Do you think she could get a good swing? Probably
I don't know,
not.
but even just like, she could just flop on you and kill you. So I don't know.
Oh, she probably could, but I think that it would probably be like,
you would get hurt in the process. I have no doubt.
No, I feel like I feel like it would take her so long to fall that I could get out of the way easily.
I could get in a couple swings for sure while she was standing up out of the chair. As soon as I thought, I mean, if this was my sister, and as soon as I really thought that she was standing up to fight, I'm going to straight up jump in that and be like, "Oh, are you really standing up to do this? Let's go." And then I'd probably hold you down and do like that. Do you know that cat videos?
I don't think you could hold me down anymore.
Well, you know where they put their hands on their head because they're shorter and just keep hitting you?
I'm not that short, and I'll kick you. Last time our brother was here, he was like, "You can't kick me like you used
that's
to."
true.
Yes,
I
could. I immediately kicked that dickhead in the kidney.
You
kicked him hard.
It was hard too. I heard it.
I didn't mean to. That was old age that I couldn't pull it anymore.
And she was like, "Don't ask for a repeat performance."
Yeah, don't, because I'll pee myself the next time. But I did it.
But I did it, and that's all that matters. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
I kicked him right in the kidney, and it really hurt because he got his elbow in the way, and so I kicked his elbow and his kidney.
And our brother is super bony.
He is bony, but anyway, all right. So next week we get the rest of this. It is a great episode. It's a long one for you guys, so let us know if we were too mean, or don't actually.
You know what?
Be nice.
I don't think we're too mean. I don't think we're mean enough. I'm just giving the same energy that Tammy is giving. Because apparently eventually you said Tammy has a season or two where she's actually decent, and I will give that same energy back.
Yeah.
But right now, not doing it.
Yeah.
I will give it the energy you give. So she is.
I agree with that. I want to know, like, are any of you guys Tammy fans? Like, are we too mean? Do you see Tammy's point of view, or no? Let us know.
I don't think you could. So,
I don't think you could be.
I
So
think
if
you
you're
could
out
be.
there, please try and defend yourselves because we've ripped into your girl the entire this has got to be
Here's-
like over 2 hours. It's
here's
broken
the
up
deal.
into 3 parts, so I don't know how long
Oh
it
shoot,
is.
I
But
forgot about that. I was thinking we did really good. It's only an hour and 15. But yeah, no, you're
no,
right.
we
It
have a
is 3 parts.
35-minute recording and a 44-minute recording before this one. So
This
it's
is
a longie.
almost as long as our Disney one. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is about 2.5 hours. So
But no, I don't know how you could be. Okay, even if you are a Tammy fan, like from now, or you like the fact that she's worked so hard, or she's overcome so much stuff. This episode is not a good episode. Like, I love Keanu Reeves, I do, but Knock Knock is a terrible movie, and he is not great in it.
that is the only one she'll say is bad, though.
Yep, I do not like Knock Knock, but I as much as I love him, can't defend him in that movie. And I think this is the same situation. Even if you are a Tammy fan, how do you defend her in this episode? Because if we take these snapshots, there is nothing that she does in this 42-minute episode that makes her worthy
Likeable?
of anything. Yeah. No.
And then I also question, like, if you are a Tammy fan, then how do you defend her, like, in season 8? Because I saw some comments of people defending her in later seasons, but her own siblings have said that this is how she always is.
Yep.
So I don't think you can use the excuse of hormones and all that stuff like we were trying to do in season 8.
No.
Because it's still going on. And her siblings even say it was going on before she was this big. So,
yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head, Audie. That's the problem. She's the same person. If we weren't watching if we hadn't watched season 8 and then gone back to season 2, maybe I could be like, yeah, maybe it is. If I just watched season 8 and then backwards, I'd be like, oh no, it must be hormones. But having watched 1, 2, and now we're in 3, this is just who she is. She's a terrible human being. Like, that's all she is. Like, there's no difference. It's not hormonal. This is who she is, big or small.
Yeah.
She's the worst of all. So, just saying.
Oh, big or small, she's the worst of all.
We're gonna make some merch now with terrible pictures on it. Oh, we'll put your ashy weird feet on it and my little feet.
Stop calling my feet weird. I'm about to post a free foot pic because my feet are not weird. How dare you?
I need to be careful, guys. She does have all of my ride photos from vacation, and they are not pleasant.
I do, and they are horrible. They are literally, I sent all of them to the family group chat because they are horrifying photos.
They're so bad.
Dude, and my feet are not ugly. I mean, hang on, let me look at them. Yeah, they're not ugly. They're regular. They're regular feet.
You better fix your feet before our brother comes home.
No, I'm thinking about mistiming another foot peel for fun.
Oh my gosh, let me know if you're going to do it because I'll do the same thing. And we'll just both show up with like...
Peely gross feet.
Peely gross feet.
He's supposed to spend the night with us while he's down, so...
Yeah, because our niece
we'll
doesn't
just both
want
have
him...
horrifying feet.
Oh, did you hear the reason why? It's because we're too loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our niece was like, and Daddy can sleep with the sisters because they're loud.
He can sleep with his sisters because they're all too loud. Sorry, our sister-in-law is British, so the kids have an interesting like combination accent. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's it's a weird, it's a cute accent, but it is like when you do one of like the kids talking, you have to do the accent.
Yeah, so we're not. That's just what they that's
what they sound like. I don't know if you've said that.
They have like
before.
a weird American British combination accent that's really cute. But yeah,
which I'm really glad they both still have it, which is pretty impressive actually. Because I figured
they do. I
figured they.
I hope they always have it because I think it's cute and pretty,
it's adorable. So. It's not as pronounced as our sister-in-law, but they still do have it.
Yeah, they still do have it.
Yeah.
They say certain words. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're
they have the like same cadence almost.
Yeah.
Like it's interesting. I like the way they talk. It's adorable.
It's adorable. But anyway. But we're loud, so we have to sleep with our brother in the other house.
Yay. But anyway, so next week, what were you going to say?
Nothing. I'm just so excited for next week. You have no idea. Like I would, if it wasn't for the fact that I have to go get Chick-fil-A for Carl for his lunch today, I would be like, I could watch the other episode and do it today because I'm so pumped now for the next episode because I haven't seen this next episode at all. So,
all right,
I'd seen this one.
That's fun,
but I'm excited. All right,
so you get to the aftermath. Okay, so next week, season 3, episode 10.
Oh my gosh.
Moving on up and partying on down. While Amy focuses on her new life, Tammy makes a decision that takes her even further away from her weight loss goals.
Big surprise. I don't know why we keep saying that. Like, that's a big surprise. This girl, her weight loss goals live in another country in a zip code.
I
I don't
think
even know. Like, different time
we're getting
zones.
close to her final rock bottom though. So we'll get there.
This girl has literally fallen through the bottom of so many bottoms. I don't know how she can keep going. It's like,
Well, yeah. There's a lot of bottom sometimes.
It's a lot of bottom. She got a lot of bottom. There's a lot of bottom.
I'm going to check real quick. How many more episodes in this season even?
Oh, I don't know. Are we almost done with the season?
Or we have 3 more before the end of this season.
What?
And then we're on to season 4.
That is crazy. That is insane. Yeah. This one's going so fast.
It is. So we'll be done and moving on to season 4 by mid-July.
Oh my gosh. Before I go back to the school, just kidding. Right now, I don't think I haven't got a full paycheck yet, though. But right now, we're still. Yeah.
Once you get a full paycheck and you go, oh, I'm working so much harder for. All right.
Yeah, my first. So, TMI, I don't know if this is probably not TMI. So, my first paycheck only had 1 full week on it, was only $186. And I was like, okay, well, that's not going to work. But I'm missing a full week because, the way our vacation landed. So, yeah. But I also have them taking out $75 extra in taxes.
A pay period. To like give you a buffer?
Yeah. So, yeah. So I can't wait I get paid every 2 weeks now. So in 2 weeks, I'll have my other paycheck, which will help me kind of figure out, is this doable?
How sustainable this is?
Yeah. Because, I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, but I have a side hustle that I do. And that has already made its first $100 this month. So that's already popping up again. So that's good.
That's good. Because I need to stop. Did I pay you for anyway, that's enough. You would
never pay me. Are you talking about for your Disneyland purse that you made me order while we were at Disney World? Because you saw somebody with a Disney World version? Why would you pay for that?
I don't know. I wouldn't pay for that, but did I pay you for the Egyptian canopic jar wallet?
No, you didn't pay for that either. You don't pay for stuff.
I'm freaking spoiled as shit, guys.
But to be fair,
I'm so spoiled.
If you want something, you just ask her to get your wallet out of your backpack, and then when she breaks it, she'll just buy your stuff, because that's how I got a pair of ears.
That is true. Well, okay, that bag is stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah. So she had this sorry, you guys can leave. She had this drawstring bag, but it has like a little lip over the zipper part.
Yeah.
So it has like the drawstring part and like one zipper pocket on the outside.
Back, yeah.
And there's like a little flappy over the zipper part, but it's not a long enough flappy to not interfere with the actual zipper.
Yeah.
So I went to unzip it for her because that's where she was keeping her wallet, and the zipper ate the like little flap, and I could not fix it. And so I ended up having to buy her ears because I couldn't get her wallet out, and there's like a line forming, and I'm like, I either have to find scissors and destroy your bag, or I'll just pay for it and we'll figure it out later.
I feel like Audie having anxiety just really made that situation be like, I'm just going to buy it.
I don't like to ever inconvenience anyone. So I'm just like, oh my God, I'm in the way.
Which is great, because that's how I got my Alice in Wonderland ears, which are super cute, because
They're
sister brought them
cute.
for me. She's
I'm
like,
glad you like them.
Yeah.
I'm just going to buy them because we're now standing here.
I feel we don't pay, if you listen to the Disney podcast, you already know this, we don't really pay. We don't keep a track on who pays for what.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, well, I'll get this, well, I'll get that. And it all worked out. Like, the only time I got upset was when she offered to get me a Coke at the Emporium the last night. And then I realized I paid for that Coke. But
I was asking if you would like one. I never intended to pay for it.
I don't know why. In my head, I was like, that is so sweet. What a great sister.
She was sweet of me. Caffeine. I am a great sister. I went and got that for you and allowed you to pay for it and pay taxes on it.
It took so long, like way too long for me to be like, wait, I
fucking bought this.
You didn't buy this. I bought this.
It's just, I think it's the same thing I would do with like Dad or Kyle. I would be like, oh, do you want one? I'll go get it.
Here you go.
Pay for it.
You
I'll
pay for
get
that
it for you. I mean, my job is I got it out of the fridge for you.
That's true. And there was a
now
family.
You can have it.
Like, there was a guy and his kid in front of the fridge.
I had to stand there for a second.
Yeah. I mean, you did. The struggle was real. But then
So
we checked out
yeah.
and you were like, but I also want the bag. I was like, okay.
I did want the bag because they allow you to pay $40 for the bag
If you spend so much money. So when you talk about
God.
Disney after being away for as long as we are, it's like, this is kind of scammy. If you
It
spend
is so
$60,
scammy because I saw the
you can
tote
buy a
and I was like,
$40
oh
bag.
my God, you'll allow me to pay $40 for that bag if I spend $100? I'm going to have to
What?
do that.
Yeah, because we checked out at least 2 other times and both Audie and I were like, oh, we didn't reach that amount yet.
Yeah. And then like a couple times we reached it and I was like, darn it, I forgot to spend my $40 on that bag.
So it's fun. Going to on vacation with your sister is great.
You forget what money is when you're in Disney. Like, that's why you just have to make sure you buy your gift cards, budget, so you don't have to think about it. Because if you think about it, real world money,
oh my God,
it is insane.
Yeah,
because
like what with the shirts, buy 2, get them for $40, or they're 35 a piece,
or 25 each. Something like
something like that. Yeah. So in your head, you're like, oh my God, that's so expensive.
Oh my God,
I could probably find 3 shirts.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, your first 2 days, you're like, I'm not paying that. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it usually takes a while, and then after you've been indoctrinated with spending $10 on 2 bottles of water, you're like, that's an amazing deal.
You're like, wow. What is that? Was that $20? We should get 4 of them. Is that a sale?
That's pretty much how it works.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then you get back to the real world. Like when we got to our first gas station on the way home, I was like, I don't have any actual money in my wallet because I never changed out my gift cards. And I was like, can someone pay for this? Because I don't have any money. I forgot to get my money out of my luggage.
I have no cash. Sorry.
They're not going to want my Disney gift card.
But yeah, I honestly figured the Disneyland backpack and your Canopic jar wallet were just part of the trip. So don't stress about it. That's what I figured for that. So.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm not going to worry about it. But no, I had to. There's this really cute black bag that says Walt Disney World on it. And it was everywhere, though.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Everywhere. And I go to Disney World more than I go to Disneyland. And I love Disneyland. So we found the exact same bag that they're selling in California. And I had Summer buy it for me.
Yeah. Sitting at the Star Wars cantina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
because I was like, oh my God, I need it.
There's something else in that bag that's yours too. I can't remember what it is. But I just keep adding stuff to it.
I don't think I've been to Mom and Dad's in a month, but now we're just chit-chatting. So anyway, sorry.
Sorry, guys. All right. Yeah, anyway, so we're all going to go have lunch and be nicer people. Hey, you know, like as a sign-off, be a nice person. Don't be a Tammy.
Be a nice person. Don't be like Tammy. Be as beautiful inside and outside. Like, just be your beautiful selves.
Yeah, be beautiful. Be beautiful. Don't be Tammy. Be beautiful.
My God.
Be beautiful. Yeah.
Treat people with kindness.
Yeah, like
unless they're like Tammy, and then be Amanda.
And then don't, and then be Amanda. If you have a Tammy in your life, be the Amanda in the group.
Be the Amanda.
Yeah,
save everyone else. Be Amanda.
Don't let yourself be Amy season 3. You know, be Amy season 8. Like live your life.
Amy season 8. Just stand your ground, man.
Yeah,
put up your boundaries.
Or be a Brittany and just silently shank people. We don't know what she does. I don't know what Brittany does.
Silently shank people. Yeah,
I don't know what Brittany does.
Okay. All right, we're getting off. We'll talk to you guys next week.
You guys. Bye.
Season sisters, they're not quite a thing.